Hello.
Yo.
Hello. How are you?
Oh god, that is a creepy fucking profile pic.
That's
Yep.
from The Mask.
I can tell it's from Son of the Mask.
That's fun. How are you?
I'm good.
How's your wrists, Adam?
Well, I got the PRP thing 2 days ago, and it hurt a lot on that day, and then it didn't really hurt much yesterday, and now it's hurting a bit again today, so I'm just going to try and not do much with it. I just got to remember to not use it if I can, which is difficult, but I think I'll just not take notes for the podcast movies this time.
Good idea.
But it'll be a long enough episode anyway if we're doing all the Fantastic Four movies.
Doing all the what?
All the Fantastic Four movies.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Even that old unreleased one.
Yeah, that's the plan. I told them that we should do that one too, and they said they're down.
Cool. It's allegedly the best one.
Okay.
Which isn't saying much.
Allegedly the best one, unironically.
I actually don't know. I haven't seen it.
Never got released. Ow. I can't sleep.
I know that fucking feeling.
Oh. Yeah, I gotta fix something about my room. I'm trying to like narrow it down. Hello.
Somebody
Spaghetti.
touching my spaghetti.
A classic. That was the best edit of that.
True.
I need to figure out if I want to grow my hair longer or cut it back a bit. I just don't know what I'm doing with it right now. Because I don't like the idea of having to style something. You know? I don't want to put gel in my hair every day. I don't want to have gel in my hair when I go to bed, you know? Just seems annoying.
Yeah.
So I still need to do my ramble, and it's one of those where I'm gonna need to like refresh my memory on some things. So maybe I should make a list, but it's like I think the subject is, I got the tab open. Film directors' favorite, least favorite, underrated, and up and coming that I'm keeping an eye on, etc. I guess I can talk about my favorite ones pretty easily. And then I'll just have to remember who's like up and coming that I like. I'll have to check my watch list. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Doing all right. So I mentioned this on one of your Hangout, not one of your Hangout streams, but like on one of your Twitch streams. But I'm officially doing it. I'm doing TIFF this year.
Nice.
Yeah, with my brother. I finally graduated, so I could finally do it. I've been wanting to do it for a while. And now it's finally the year to do it. Especially since it's a TIFF 50. When I went to do my membership thing, I mean, I did the 50% discount thing, so I only had to pay like 60 Canadian or $43.
Exactly. Are you doing the whole festival or part of it?
Not the whole thing. We're going on September 7th and stay until the 11th because it's cheaper that way for us.
Yeah, 7th through 11th won't be that bad, I guess.
Yeah, I don't expect to get everything there, but my goal is 2 movies a day. Maybe one on the first day, but 2 movies a day. 3 if we can do like it depending on how the run times are for some of them, but we'll see how it all goes.
TIFF is an easy festival to do multiple a day.
Yeah, I would imagine so. This is literally my first ever time doing a film festival, unless
Oh,
if you count a virtual one. So
Okay, nice.
But this is literally my first time doing it, and it'll be fascinating how it all goes. With I guess there are some movies I'm already expecting to be there. I'm expecting Sentimental Value to probably be there because that was at Cannes. It's neon. Expecting the new Julia Giacomo film. That might butcher her name probably at
Decorno.
Alpha. Although that got mixed reviews from Cannes.
It'll still be there, but I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it as well, but because I'm interested to see how it all goes and stuff. And then there's probably a bunch of other stuff that hasn't been announced yet that will be there.
Yeah, maybe they'll have like an early PTA movie.
The One Battle After Another.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, that'd be great. I heard it's rumored to premiere at Venice, so we'll see how it
Venice,
goes.
Venice happens like simultaneously to TIFF. Sometimes Venice gets some things that TIFF doesn't, and vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, they had Poor Things at Venice, but then they didn't do it at TIFF from what I saw. So that was one time they did. And then they had Tar premiere at Venice, but not at TIFF. So
give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Is that your phone?
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine. I have the same ringtone.
I think it's a default. God damn it. Fucking toilet.
I'm doing a protein bar. These are very good. They're called Perfect Bars. And
are they anything like the famous American prayer bars?
No. This is literally just like it's like you're just eating peanut butter. And it's 340 calories. So you're good.
Is it good?
It's great.
There are a couple of protein bars that I kind of enjoy. There was like whenever. So I mentioned last Hangout I had diabetes, got diagnosed with those, and then but I've been eating a lot more protein bars recently as kind of a way of trying it out. And there are some there was one that was like really bad when I had it. It was like it had nuts and it was some chocolate, but it was like the worst kind of chocolate you could ever have. So it just didn't taste well. But then there are other ones that actually did taste pretty good.
It's difficult to find some without like milk in them. I don't even know if this one has milk.
I work in a grocery store.
This has non-fat dry milk in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't seem to fuck me up. So.
And anytime I pass the cereal aisle where all of the protein bars and all that shit is kept, I tried yak meat and elk.
Oh. Like
both
jerky?
Like jerky. And both were awful. So I've been like very hesitant of trying anything like remotely like advertising itself as both healthy and delicious.
I still haven't eaten horse meat.
I mean, that would make you a cannibal.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seeked it out.
Do they even sell horse meat at grocery stores? I work at one, and I've never seen it at all.
I don't see it. I feel like it's too taboo.
Apparently, it just doesn't taste very good anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, well then why bother?
That's the thing. If you can market it well enough, it wouldn't be taboo. I just don't think they can market it well enough.
Put BoJack on the wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
Or put the horse dude that was in the Zootopia 2 trailer that
Yeah.
we saw yesterday.
I was watching it today.
Or Middle Horse from Barnyard.
Which I have to say, I'm kind of disappointed that there's only 2 type of foxes in Zootopia, which kind of annoys me. I wish there was more fox characters
Oh, boo-hoo.
represented. Oh, fuck you, Adam.
Shut up,
I
Adam.
get 1 horse and I'm happy.
Fuck
There,
you.
there's
You,
been
Adam.
no horses with speaking roles even yet.
So,
Go watch Spirit if you fucking want to watch a horse movie.
Yeah, but that's Matt Damon. He sucks. The voice is annoying.
I didn't even remember that being Matt Damon. I
It's
don't
Matt
remember.
Damon, and
Matt
like all of
Damon.
his dialogue is like internal.
I only remember the birth scene.
Oh, of course,
I've memory holed the rest of the movie.
there was a birth.
They did birth.
I only remembered it because my sister said that it like made her cry because she thought that she was dying.
That's funny. I only remember the porn.
Of course.
I remember
course.
playing a spirit game on GBA that was like pretty bad.
What was the game like? Was it a platformer or was it like an
You
RPG?
played a human
Ew.
and you actually like tamed horses.
Boo.
Yeah. It
Hmm.
wasn't very good. Spirit was in it as like one of the horses, but like I think he
So they
was,
made a
like,
horse girl game, but just smacked the title of the movie on it.
kinda. Spirit is in the game as one of the tameable horses, I think.
so
But
stupid.
he's like an end game one, I think.
That's like the Mr. Rogers movie, but he's just like a secondary character.
Oh yeah, I fucking hated that movie so much.
I honestly just hate Tom Hanks.
The video game doesn't even have its own Wikipedia page.
I mean, it was a pretty forgettable game.
Everything has a Wikipedia page. It's crazy.
Do you?
Except for the Spirit video game.
Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron Search for Homeland.
Is that what
Oh,
it was
wait.
called?
There's 3 games.
3
Oh.
games.
Forever Free on PC, then Game Boy Advance Search for Homeland, and then Lucky's Big Adventure, based on the Untamed film sequel.
Oh, I forgot there
Okay.
was there was a sequel that was based off a Netflix show or something that I never saw.
Yeah, that looks like shit.
Yeah.
I'd
What
imagine.
the fuck? What is the... On Wikipedia, if you click on the poster for Spirit Untamed, there's like show next image, and then you click on that and it's just some NASCAR thing. Oh, I see. The NASCAR has a decal of Spirit on it. Okay.
Dackle. Adam, put that away.
Decal?
Oh, you meant decal.
That's what I meant.
Dackle?
No, I said decal.
Dackle.
It's one of those words where I just assumed it was spelled that way or pronounced that way because I've seen it. And then over time I realized, oh, people say decal. That's weird. And then
The decal is
I have
funny.
to learn to...
I like deckle.
Decal.
Dickle.
That's how it's spelled.
Dickle.
Dickle
Adam,
with timbers.
Adam, put your fucking dickle away.
That's what I said.
I said decal.
Put your Spirit, the Stallion of the Cimarron, decal away.
Yeah. I can't sleep.
No.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, I've had sleep troubles recently as well, but I'm getting better at it, kind of. So that's
I
something.
constantly need to sleep.
Yeah, I'm thinking like I need to do something to my room. I'm gonna try like 3 different things over the next like couple months. I ordered a stupid fucking expensive device that will help regulate my temperature that goes between like the mattress and your sheets, and it like pumps water through it and like temperature adjusts throughout the night, because I think I'm very sensitive to temperature changes, and in the place that I'm at, it doesn't have any like proper like central AC, which is why I have the window unit. But with the window unit, the temperature, the like thermostat in the device is attached to the device itself, so it's not very good at like knowing what temperature the room itself is. And so whether or not I'm using the AC, is if I have my window open and the AC on, or the window open and the AC off, it doesn't really matter. The temperature outside fluctuates enough over the course of the night that I am constantly like waking up, adjusting the fucking AC, like putting on a blanket, taking off a blanket, sort of thing. And I think just that in of itself, like I think that's happening more times in the night than I realize, because I only remember the points where I'm like awake doing it. And then I just like, after 4 hours, I just can't get back to sleep. And I was waiting for a phone call to set up a doctor's appointment, so I had my phone volume on. And I finally got back to sleep again for an hour. And then the call happened. I'm like, oh shit, I pick it up. The line disconnects as soon as I pick up, and they haven't called back. So I'm sending them an email. So that's the only reason my phone volume was on, and it didn't even fucking like. I'm trying to renew my prescriptions that are running out. Yeah, so very annoying, but yeah, so I bought this stupid fucking expensive thing that has a 30-day return policy if I don't like it, but it's going to show up in like a month because they're on back order right now. And so in the meantime, I've dug up the stupid ass Dyson Airblade thing from the garage that nobody in the house is using anymore. Because it has like a fucking air purifier built into it with filters. Because I'm realizing over the course of the night, like I'm also like I'll wake up and my nose is like congested but also like dry. And Vancouver's not like a dry climate, so I'm wondering if like the AC unit is drying out my room, or if like there's impurities or fucking toxins or something. Like, is there something weird with my room? I don't know. But the whole like me getting to the point of like starting to feel better over time from like the health shit I've been going through, I've realized now that that's also very closely correlated with how much time I'm not spending in my own house. Because I was fine in Seattle, like for the whole 10-day festival, like most of it, the vast majority of it, I was like fine with medication, obviously, but like I was sleeping, and I didn't have like major brain fog throughout the day or anything. And then as soon as I'm back, literally like 3 or 4 nights in a row, I'm just not sleeping properly, and my brain fog's back. And so I'm like, okay, well, I need to fucking do something. And if none of this shit works, of the fucking stuff that I'm buying, then I'm gonna have to like either move out or maybe try like moving my bed to another room in the house, and like seeing if I can convince my roommates to like move around and like pay more rent or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I've got a few months to figure it out, I guess.
Well, let's hope that goes well. I should mention the YouTube stream is listed as April 2025, not May 2025.
Oops, I didn't change the title.
Whoopsies.
Oh no.
Let me just do
We're
that.
time traveling.
Yeah, I noticed that, Olivia. I was wondering why you reset it, but then I realized you were refreshing the shop.
Oh, I was talking about Adam's title
Oh,
difference.
time. Yeah.
But yeah, I am just refreshing the shop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get a gun.
A gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guns are bad.
I saw the
Okay,
photon
Canadian.
blaster,
What?
and
I said okay, Canadian.
I mean, statistically, they're bad. Like most people buy guns thinking they're gonna use it to like do some John Wick self-defense or some shit, you know. But you're more likely to use it on yourself either intentionally or unintentionally.
are these mods, Olivia, or that's the actual game?
No, they just added these in
What
a
the
new beta
What are you playing?
repo.
Repo.
Oh.
Yeah, the beta got updated to add a bunch of new shit. This
Nice.
is vanilla.
Are they gonna finally update the game?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
the update should be coming soon. They mentioned it in
Got
a video on the Semi-Works
I'll be right
YouTube
back.
channel.
I'm very petty and impatient. I'm happy it's at least coming out, but it felt like forever. All my
What,
friends
Repo?
stopped playing it is the issue.
Online games live and die based on whether your friends are available or like how active the community is.
Yeah. There you go. I'm gonna get strapped now.
Hell
My
yeah,
nose
baby.
started bleeding.
In there.
Oh my, yeah.
And so yeah, like my stomach stuff has been
Where's
worse
the
since I've been
fucking-
back too.
There it is.
And so now I'm thinking that like possibly like sleep issues are probably just exacerbating the other things that I'm experiencing is probably the case. So I think if I fix that, I'll be in a much better situation. But right now I just don't have a fix for it and I have to wait.
It sounds silly, but you could try sleeping in another person's bed, just instead of like moving everything over there. But I don't know if the bed helps what you have.
What do you mean?
Like if you just like, hey, you sleep in my bed, I sleep in your bed.
That'd be
just to try out
so
this room.
doing that long term though would just be so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather just have my own bedroom because when I was in Atlanta, the bedroom was separate from the office stuff. It was just a bedroom. And I think
Yeah.
possibly there might even be like a subconscious psychological thing of just like, oh, I'm going to bed and then I'm in my room and this is the room for sleeping rather than, you know, just kind of laying down in the same room that I'm working. I think also maybe psychologically that might be beneficial for sleep or staying asleep.
Have you tried a blindfold?
Like a sleep mask?
Yeah, something to
Yeah.
just cover your eyes.
Yeah, and I'm so sensitive to like fucking changes that like even with the blackout curtain that you see behind me, if I
Yeah.
don't have a sleep mask, like I still like wake up. It's crazy. Like just like a tiny bit of light poking through like a tiny thing.
I can't go to sleep at all without one.
Yeah. I have a sleep mask and I've been using it. However, since I've cut my hair, the strap on the sleep mask is like irritating my ear.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've done a sleep mask like once, and I could totally feel where you're coming from because I have similar haircut to you. But yeah, it always annoys me whenever I did get a sleep mask. But I don't usually. Usually, what I do when I go to sleep is that I have like windows, and I just pull the windows down and let like white noise come into the air because sometimes there's cars coming around the neighborhood and stuff. So, and also like you hear birds chirping and night sky, so it's kind of that helps me go to sleep a lot more.
Well, this stupid fucking expensive thing I bought better be like the best thing in the fucking world. But I'll be able to return it if it's not, I guess.
They have strapless masks that you can just like put a suction cup over your eyes.
What?
It's like goggles.
That seems like that would be more uncomfortable.
They really are. They suck. But
Or
I wore those when I was like 10.
I'll just wear my
So-
fursuit head to sleep.
Or
Hey.
put a VR headset on you while you go to sleep.
No.
Yeah, spend a week in VR.
There's got to be a better way. How can I fix the issues I'm having? Because the sleep masks that I have are fine. It's just that they're irritating my ears now. What do I do? I could
Get a
just glue
coffin.
my eyelids shut.
What if you got a coffin and just like shut it? Go to sleep that way. That'd be pretty cool for stream. Having a coffin in your room, that seems pretty badass.
Vamp.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
I'm a vampire. I'm a
Exactly.
vampire.
Yeah.
So I did see I got to catch an early screening of that film Bring Her Back like last
Was it
weekend.
good?
I liked it.
You don't sound
was,
enthused.
I mean, it's like it's good. It's just like it's just that I don't know really what else to say about it. Like, it's more just one of those cases of like, yeah, it's exactly what I expected from like a follow up to Talk to Me. It's different type of horror from Talk to Me. I would say going for different things, but it has a lot of the same strengths as Talk to Me, like good cinematography, great use of sound effects. I thought, but it was also somewhat confusing at points that kind of took me out of the experience. But I still liked it overall.
Yeah, Shark saw it too, and he said it was like better than Talk to Me, but like less accessible.
Okay, cool. That sounds
I-
fun.
It looks
I
like
haven't
it's got,
seen
like,
last
Talk to
night.
Me yet,
tone.
so no opinion.
Yeah.
I should watch it.
I saw it last
I-
night, and I think I like Talk to Me more. I like them both about the same.
I would need to rewatch Talk to Me to know which one I like more, but I still like this one because I saw it like at the Regal Mystery Movie Monday thing that
Yeah,
they
me
did
too.
like last week, so I was able to see it early. And
Nice.
Oh
was
my
worth it for that.
god. Final Destination Bloodlines is going on digital June 17th. I'm so happy that the turnover is so quick. Because I kind of like wanted to save it for like a watch along anyway.
Oh,
That's not that
perfect.
long. That's not that far
It's
away.
brilliant. It'd be really good.
It's a great watch along movie. I honestly think it's one of the better of the Final Destination films.
That's what people say. Yeah.
Because
better than
this
4
one,
and 5.
I mean,
I'm just
definitely
gonna
better
write that
than
on my calendar. Hold on.
sure. And Olivia's server, we did an entire like watch along of the first 5 movies. That's what I did at least.
No,
it
we
was
didn't.
fun.
We would never share movies on my server because that's
Yeah.
illegal.
That's illegal.
We've
Well-
never done anything like that ever.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know why you lied about that, but whatever.
Didn't the new one take place in Seattle?
Did it?
At least the opening
Oh.
scene does, but
Yeah.
the rest it never specifies where it is.
Yeah, the poster's like the Space Needle blowing up, and
that's the opening premonition,
So,
but that's
yeah.
in the trailer, so it's not really spoiler. And then the rest of the movie, I would just say takes place in like a normal American neighborhood. I would say I don't know. They didn't ever specify where it is specifically.
It's funny because I could see that movie right next to the Space Needle. There's a theater right close by it that's playing it. I could, if I wanted to see it, that'd be kind
Yeah.
of funny.
It basically feels like it takes place in Seattle, but like a suburbs of Seattle.
I just got the weirdest inspiration in my head.
Oh,
You know that
Lord.
Joe Cat song about how he likes girls?
You're gonna make a horse version of that?
No, just replace the word girls with dicks.
Geek comedy. I love
Itty
it.
bitty dicks.
Pretty dicks.
Yeah, let's see. What are all the lyrics? Let's
The
find out.
crap he got for that was crazy.
Joe Cat girls lyrics.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, let's see. I like big dicks. Pretty kitty dicks. Oh my god, this works so well. Really witty dicks. Singing ditty dicks. I like the
Bitty
leggy dicks with the nice. I'm gonna change the word thighs to balls.
Nice.
I like a good shaft, no matter what size. Okay. All right, yeah, I could redo this. So I could do a remix.
I want to do the animation, but it's like all the dicks are just censored and blurred.
Just anthropomorphized.
Yeah.
Anybody see the Rehearsal season 2 yet?
I
The what?
did. I
Seen a
watched the
little
whole
bit.
thing.
The what?
The Rehearsal season 2.
I'll be doing that in the next
Yeah.
week or so.
Are you gonna do a watch along of it?
I would like to, yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth
Don't-
it. I loved it. I loved it
Yeah.
a lot.
I think I'll do it with Toriken.
Don't spoil it for yourself by Googling Nathan Fielder's name. Don't do
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, like, I'm on the subreddit. I've seen a couple things.
Okay.
I don't
All right,
feel
fair
like
enough, yeah.
it's the experience is something
Yeah,
that can
exactly.
be spoiled.
Nathan
Like
Fielder's
I'm
name
watching
is
it
Nathan
to watch.
Fielder.
Yeah, I'm watching it to watch like the emotional, audio-visual, comedic experience, which is not spoiled.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that's fair. But
Yeah,
there was
thought the same
I
thing as
won't
well.
say anything about it because
No.
it's still worth watching. It's
Of course.
but I loved it a lot. I loved the last episode particularly. I won't
I was
get
gonna
into.
say.
I like that. That was a great episode. Although it definitely does feel like that he's not going to do a season 3 after that, but we'll see what happens.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with it. Yeah.
I was talking about like that's why I mentioned spoilers. It's just because like that, without saying anything, obviously, like that final episode, like he does one of the craziest things, most unbelievable things you will ever see for a fucking comedy show.
That's what he does.
I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
There's no way disguised. It was fucking insane.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say what it was.
Yeah.
I just started watching the show, but I'm like almost done with season 1. I got like one more episode left. But even like I looked up the show like the day after the finale got out, and like immediately I was like, oh that happened. Okay. I mean, I'm interested, but like I would have liked to find that out by myself. But
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
I was on the same boat to where I had spoiled to me, thanks to TikTok of all places.
Oh yeah.
But I say because of how well the show is like constructed and shot, that it really you can't spoil how amazing watching the show is by
Yeah.
just like saying like how perfect the ending, which
Yeah.
it is a fucking like really good ending.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which I didn't really think he was gonna top season 1, but I honestly think it's like as good.
He's
Well, yeah.
always fucking impressing, honestly.
One-upping himself.
I'm unsurprised when he outdoes himself.
He's like one of the few celebrities that like I can like that I actively look forward to when he's involved in a project. That's
Mhm.
how
Yeah.
I would say he is. He's,
I
I hope
I want the curse to happen again, but I don't know what the hell they would even do.
they're doing that chess movie with Emma Stone as his
Oh,
next
yeah.
project. So
That sounds fun.
with A24, so that'll be his next
Yeah,
project. So
that'd
I
be cool.
imagine that'll be the curse adjacent. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, like, how could they even they'd find a way to continue the curse or be like something else. I'd love
The
to
only
see
way the only way I could see a Curse season 2 happening is if it's like an anthology type of thing where it's a completely new story but same actors kind of deal. Like that, if they do
Yeah.
it like that, that would probably be the best way to go around it because I do not know how you can top the ending of the Curse.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
where do
like
you go
I think
from there?
I like the curse, no spoilers obviously, but the curses has like one of my favorite finales of a TV show I've ever seen. Like
It's
I think
unforgettable.
it's easily the best episode in the series in my opinion, and I just I like to view like I've watched it several times on its own since like in the past year. Like I think it's just a great piece of television.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. I got to get back to it. I think I stopped watching it because I have never been more uncomfortable watching one of his shows. Like,
Yeah, especially the
there's-
early episodes.
Yeah, like there's like that weird sex shit
Ow.
with Emma Stone's dad and the friend. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I gotta write
All
one
this,
on
like-
the calendar before.
Tomato Boys, Cherry Tomato Boys.
Okay, it's like
Tomato Boys.
I had a friend who got me into watching The Curse, and they showed me the first, and we were like friends for like 2 or 3 years by this point, and the last time I ever saw them, this was about a year ago, they showed me The Curse episode 1 and 2. And they just never contacted me again after that. And I don't know if
Okay.
they tell me something or if like I don't
They
know.
were cursing you by.
I mean, I love the show, and
by...
I'm like, I'm glad they got me into the show. But it's just like, damn, I wish I could have talked to with this person about this. But like, yeah, life happens, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I mean, the other episodes, aside from the finale, are also great. I mean, it's not like the other episodes before the finale were like bad. But it was great in its own right, what it was saying, and like
Oh
commentary
yeah.
wise. So
I
there's a lot
love
to unpack.
I love the series as a whole. I think I think it has a lot to say about like topics that normal like people are kind of afraid to like talk about because they could I don't know, they're very upfront about what they want to communicate with it, and I love that about it.
I loved how it had commentary on reality shows. That was a great
Mhm.
way of exploring that subject. And I loved what else was I loved how it kind of dealt with like people feeling guilty about like and trying doing performative actions instead of like actually helping communities.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I think it's on Nathan Fielder's YouTube channel. There's like an HGTV pilot for Flipanthropy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like 8 minutes. I love your background, by the way.
Thank you.
Uh
Oh
and
yeah.
like, I'm gonna be talking about that movie in a few minutes, but
Oh,
I'm gonna
perfect.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the
Shut the
fuck
fuck
up.
Shut the
up.
fuck
Shut
up.
up.
I've got
Shut the fuck
calls.
I
I'm on
showed
tour.
I showed the HGTV pilot to my mom out of context, and
Oh, no.
she was just like a fan of Emma Stone, and she had no idea what the curse was. And by the end of it, she was like, "Oh, that's so nice. I can't believe they're doing that for him. That's so nice."
does your mom watch HGTV on its own?
I mean, no, but she has like guilty pleasure reality TV shows that she watched. I mean, she's like into cinema, and like I eventually showed her The Curse, and she enjoyed it, but like
Ow.
she didn't know what it was out of context, and it was
I
really
could never show my mom The Curse at all. She is an unironic HGTV viewer because she likes a couple of not all the shows, but a lot of that, and then she can't do like creepy horror stuff. Kind of, even though The Curse is not really horror, it's more just creepy stuff. But she can't really deal with like that kind of stuff because then she'll have nightmares about it. Because she mentioned to me yesterday about how like when she was in college, she saw the movie Twister, and the next day she had nightmares about tornadoes as a result of that film. So she can't really deal with like I guess intense stuff. But
I just
it makes
didn't
sense.
understand the curse.
It's great.
That's fair. That's fair.
The only
Yeah.
reason why my mom
Sorry.
agreed
I
to watch
tried.
the only reason
The
why my
Curse
mom
is a
agreed to
normie
watch the show
masterpiece.
with me in the first place was because in my my film school I had to choose a monologue for my acting class, and I chose one of Nathan Fielder's monologues from
no.
The Curse as one of my monologues, and I practiced it with her, and she was like, "Oh, I want to watch that's what that's based off of."
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was cool. I think he's
Oh, yeah.
great in that show.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
It's pretty good.
One of the
Yeah.
most shocking things was my mom liking The Substance.
Yeah.
I never would have expected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Substance should have won everything.
Yeah, it should have.
Based.
But Nora was still good, so I'm not that upset that
Yeah, it's
that
not
one.
the worst. There's a lot of pushback now against Honora. People are like,
I hate it. It's bothering me
It's
so much.
Is it because like Demi Moore didn't get the Oscar? Like,
it's
who
partially
fucking
that,
cares?
and then partially because it won a bunch of stuff, and now everybody's like talking
Everybody's
about it.
watching it's on
It's
streaming
another,
now.
like-
It's partially because it's directed by Sean Baker, a white man doing a
Yeah.
story about like
Yeah.
women's prostitute experiences, sex worker
Big
experiences.
fucking deal. Like,
It's
I
good.
saw someone-
Demi Moore got a Golden Globe. Like,
It's-
she's
Mm.
fine. She's doing fine.
I know.
I think it's really. I just find it annoying that like a movie that's like genuinely like a comedy wins and people just fucking hate it.
I mean, people wind up hating every time something wins Best Picture, unless it's Oppenheimer, because
Yeah,
it's
there's always
Oppenheimer's a
pushback.
normie
Yeah,
masterpiece.
I felt
Mhm.
like if like almost any movie, any other movie won Best Picture, there was going to be
Oppenheimer's
controversy, whether it was
I
Fucking
would have
boring.
liked Amelia Perez to win.
that would have been hilarious.
That
You
would have
know,
been the
yeah,
funniest. That would have been the best.
Please.
The
you
That would have
know,
the
been
only
very
thing better
funny.
than that would have been Carla Sofia Gascon winning, just for
And
the
then-
the
Oh
Joker
my God.
speech.
you
That
know,
was
And then
funny.
I
singing
just
on stage.
I just want to say it, Adam. I really loved your video on your like your callback, your like
My
review.
clap back.
Yeah, of Amelia Perez, because like I am honestly like I ignored like I completely understand why everyone doesn't like it. Like everyone's perspective is like
Mhm.
completely valid, but
Mhm.
I got more out of Amelia Perez than I expected to,
Yeah.
and your video
felt-
just kind of like, you know,
I
just made
felt
me feel better about
exactly like the same way. Like I really enjoyed Amelia Perez.
Mm.
Didn't really get the hate at all, and it was so satisfying watching your
Y-
video because it's like,
yeah.
yes, he's saying all the things I wanted to say.
Yeah.
But
I
everyone's
just
too scared to say it because
I just
everyone was being a bully.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't. I wanted to talk about Amelia Perez on like with like people that I know, but I'm like, you know, I don't think it's the best movie to bring up because
People
like
have very strong opinions on it, and a lot of
yeah,
those like I would be in like casual kind of like social environments, and there would be people kind of like they would bring it up and like dunk on it, and I'd ask some of them like, "Have you seen it?" They're like, "No." And it was like
Exactly.
literally just based off of the Twitter clips. Not saying like, "Oh, everybody who doesn't like it hasn't seen it," but like the conversation escaped like people who watch movies and went to Twitter.
yeah,
Well, that's the
Yeah.
worst
Which is
type of conversation.
it never
Yeah,
happened. That
it's
always
not
happens.
a real
Like
conversation.
I feel like
Ev-
if you were to take a poll on all the people who criticize you for liking Amelia Perez, whether or not they enjoy either Star Wars or Indiana Jones, it'd be pretty high. I feel like there's like the same group of people.
Well, there's nothing
I don't
wrong with
know.
liking that, but I mean,
I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah.
There's some of them are just kind of like weirdly unhinged. Like
Yeah.
I like on I as early as the most recent Sardonicast episode, like there was a comment shitting on me and then being like, also Amelia Perez sucks. I'm like, okay. And so
Okay.
when you're on mobile, you can see their comment history, like the last 3 comments they left,
Oh no.
all on different videos, all shitting on me and all mentioning Amelia Perez.
Oh
Oh
So
no.
they've
my
been
God,
literally
that's
just
so
doing that since
pathetic.
like on unrelated like videos that have nothing to do with it. So obviously I banned them because it's like, okay, well, you're not having a real conversation. You're just
Yeah,
I remember you were
Yeah.
trying to promote that
Like, how
indie
mad
horror
can you
movie
be, dude?
project, and you were getting like
Oh, yeah.
flack with people just
That's
telling you
it
that
was still
Amelia
fresh.
Perez sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a
I
weird
think-
it's a weird culture war.
which is weird to me. I feel like you've gotten more hate for this than almost anything, which is funny
Because it's the
you-
only thing that people know.
Well, yeah, but you've been talking
It's
shit on like
obnoxious.
beloved movies for years, and that's like
Yeah.
a similar thing happened with like Donkey, where he's talked shit about
Mhm.
games that people love for years and years and years, and then he gets to something like The Last of Us 2, where like
He's like, I like
the
it.
conversation is around it is just so AIDS that everybody's expecting you to
Yeah.
just dunk on it. Everybody's expecting you to have the same opinion.
Yeah, because
and
people
then
have their conversation already
It's very
loaded.
annoying.
Exactly,
am-
and then he liked it, and then he gets like the most hate he's ever gotten in his entire career for it. It's
I am
crazy.
it
just
feels like
convinced.
For liking something,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
like at least I can kind of understand getting mad. Like, you didn't like this, even though it was genius. You just didn't understand it. But like,
Yeah.
when it's like, what do you mean you're mad that someone liked something? Why do you care?
Well, I
know,
think
it's like it's ridiculous.
yeah, I think it might be more so due to the fact that like if they're familiar with your history or anybody's history as like a critic and they're familiar with your taste and like if you hate something that they love, right? And but then you take it further and you like something that they hate, that's kind of like in relation like oh they think they're in a position to like make a broader statement about your taste in general. Like, right? Like, so your taste fucking blows because you didn't like my favorite movie, but you thought this piece of shit was good. Wow. It's kind of just like that. I feel like it's them reconciling with like not being able to understand your
It just
perspective.
it just reveals like the what's the word? Like the scope
Parasocial.
of like their conversations
Mhm.
in terms of like if all you have on your mind is Amelia Perez forever, then it's like that you probably don't watch many movies, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Also, it's like, oh, Adam's a bad critic because he recommended Amelia Perez, but it's like, what about when you recommend movies that are beloved already?
Like
Mhm.
Everything
Like
Everywhere
fucking
All at Once, The Substance. You got other
Puss in
ones that are
Boots.
yeah, that's a
Parasite.
good one. Yeah, Poor Things, obviously, that's a good one. And then you got a
Like
bunch. So
nobody
that's all.
talks about that.
Yeah,
Because
there's
it's
plenty of
not
movies.
controversial.
Yeah, no, it's not fun
There's
to talk
plenty
about.
of movies that Adam loves that are also beloved, and then sometimes they get recognition. Like one of my favorite things I love doing is recommending movies that nobody has heard of but are really great. Like I think I mentioned this last year. I saw The Substance twice. First time on my own, and second time I recommended it to some people in college. I won't give their names away, but because I was part of a horror club, and I was like, you guys would probably enjoy this film, and they really did. So I was like really satisfied with recommending stuff that many people may not have heard of at the time, which is always satisfying
It's
when that
always a great
happens.
feeling when that happens.
I when I was getting my PRP injection in my arm, the doctor was like making casual conversation, and it came up that I review movies, and he's like, "Oh, what movies do you recommend?" I'm like, "Well, I usually only recommend things if I kind of know what kind of movies people like." He's like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." And then he's like, "I really like The Celebration," which is like a
Wow,
really
okay.
interesting thing for just a random person. Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, cool." And so I told him to check out Thomas Vinterberg's miniseries. I was like,
Yeah.
it's probably still on CBC Gem. But that was
Nice.
kind of funny. Like he just casually brings up like one of the most disturbing art house movies.
That's very funny.
From like
Yeah.
1998 or whatever that
Yeah,
was
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I
That's like if
remember
you
on the
That's a
said
little
like I like
base.
House.
It's so
like
real.
when I went to see the Oscar-nominated short films, like one of the people at the desk, we were just talking about like all of the Oscar shorts that like didn't deserve to win. Like Skin,
Again, yeah.
fucking
Oh my god.
boy in the Mole's Foxhole or
What-
In
whatever
the
the
horse
fuck.
hole.
Two
I
Distant
gotta. I'll be right back. I
Strangers.
got
Like-
something in my tooth and it's bugging the shit out of me. I gotta.
The
Okay.
what was it? The Groundhog Day or Black Man ripoff? Yeah.
I
Two
didn't see
Two
that
Identical
one.
Strangers. That one was a bad one. I really hope Adam at some point watches The After. It never won, but that would be like knowing his taste in cringe. That is like right up his alley, I would say.
Yeah.
The After was so funny. It was so fucking funny. I can't believe it was nominated for an Oscar.
What year was this?
It came out 2020, well 2024, but it came out in 2023. It was one of those kind of deals. So
Oh, I think I saw this one.
It was
Yeah.
embarrassingly bad. Yeah, it was the one about the guy who like his family
Yeah,
dies.
yeah, I saw this one. Yeah, this was
Oh my God,
I like that. I like that actor, but like that was probably the worst one out of the
It was so
five.
funny.
it
I
lost
had
to
to
the
like cover
Wes
my
Anderson
mouth
one.
in the
Well, that-
theater because I was laughing so hard.
Yeah,
that would
it was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
It thankfully lost to the Wes Anderson short. I forget the name of it, but it so
did.
at
Henry
least it won to
Sugar.
a good one.
Sugar.
Yeah, Henry
Mm.
Sugar.
Yeah, I remember I went in blind to like the shorts compilation. Uh and then when I saw directed by Wes Anderson, I'm like, oh, this one's gonna
Yeah,
win.
guaranteed.
Isn't
Isn't
The
it
rest of these
kinda-
don't matter now. This is the one that's gonna win.
That movie kind of felt the short kind of felt like it was cheating, considering that it was like numerous shorts, and you're supposed to watch it as a collection. So I don't know if people were either like scoring it because it's a collection of shorts or it's like the one short.
doctor. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, bye. Adam.
Do we have to do, dude?
Oh, we can ruin his reputation. We're on stream. We can hijack
Yeah.
his yeah.
I love Amelia Perez.
No.
I don't.
I love
personally.
Hurry Up Tomorrow. I love Hurry
I
Up
love
Tomorrow.
Hurry Up
I
Tomorrow.
love The Weeknd. He's
I
great.
love The
Amelia
Weeknd.
Perez was fun.
love- I saw Hurry Up Tomorrow at a showing that was like at 11:35 at night on a Sunday
Oh,
night. So
God.
nobody else was there, and I took my brother to see it, and we were just trashing the movie.
Nice.
It was incredible. Like one of my favorite theater experiences. And like halfway through the movie, a random kid ran into. He must have heard us, but he ran into the screening and yelled "chicken jockey." Like I'm not kidding. And like he said it
It's been
so
2
well that it
months, man.
sounded like it came from the movie.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And
That's
I felt
great.
Chicken
I
jockey
have
cut.
never felt so vulnerable at a movie theater than
What is that? What do you mean vulnerable?
I
What does
feel like
that
someone.
mean?
I was like,
someone's gonna come and fucking kill me.
my brother and I were a little intoxicated at the point, and we were like, "What if he comes back? What is he? What if he comes back?
What if he comes back? What if he says an ender pearl next?
Yeah.
An ender.
Vintage Steel.
Says Flint and Steel. He throws a Molotov at the screen.
It's insane." Yeah.
I didn't see the Minecraft movie, but I watched the Enderman scene and was like, "Wow, this is awful."
Yeah. I mean, I had 2 friends that were in town, and for some reason they really wanted to go see it, and I was just I'm not spending like $20 on a ticket to it. It was never happening. I was never doing it for any reason, but they really wanted to go see it, so they went and saw it, and they came back to my place and they stayed the night later that night. But they were both I don't know if I told the story already, but they had made a pact to like lie to me about about liking the movie and like just to try and
Oh my
convince me to go
God.
see it.
Why?
And because they were trying to convince me to go see it. It wasn't going to work regardless. It was never going to happen. But they did that, and one of my went on for like 5 minutes, and then one of them went to the bathroom, and he's like, "Bro, I can't fucking do this anymore. I can't. It was so fucking bad. It's like one of the worst things I've ever seen in a theater in my life. It's fucking awful." And then later that night, I showed both of them the Rehearsal season 1, and it's the greatest like taste, like palate cleansing experience
Hell yeah.
I think they've ever.
I mean,
had.
almost not every movie, but almost any movie will be better
Almost
after watching
anything,
the
yeah.
Minecraft movie.
I don't know. I just thought it was funny that they tried to like gaslight me into go seeing it.
I
I only
don't
saw.
know.
I mean, I got a good audience because it was kind of like because everyone was there. Kind of, it was like half of it was just like families there with their kids, and that was fine. And then the other half was people my age, some or teenagers. They were there, kind of like ironically knowing that it was going to be bad. So, and to be fair, I didn't pay for my ticket. My brothers did, so it was a case of like, well, if they're not paying for it, fuck it, I'll go see it, kind of deal.
Yeah.
So,
That's fair.
and so at least I got a good audience because there was no chicken throwing, there was no popcorn throwing. It was just like, but instead it was people clapping at every meme scene pretty much, and also every time Jack Black said a meme line, everyone quoted it, and it was so I got the best of both worlds where I didn't get too chaotic, but it wasn't like a dull screening. But it was probably the best way to experience it because otherwise, I watched like some clips on YouTube to remind myself, and I'm like, this movie is actually way worse when you watch it on YouTube on your own, you know.
I don't know. I don't think you could watch something like that on streaming. It's kind of like watching
any Marvel movie on streaming. Like the experience of a Marvel movie when it gets on home video is just a lot worse because you don't have the theater going, yes, it's Spider-Man.
I was gonna say
America.
like specifically No Way Home or like Endgame, right? Because those moments are just kind of actually that's not even true. At least with something like Endgame, there's musical stings, there's sound effects that can keep you at least still in the moment and doesn't feel like it's just there solely for the audience to some degree, right? But that Spider-Man 3, No Way Home, like it's like when Andrew Garfield comes on screen, there's like 5 seconds of awkward silence.
Does?
Yeah. He comes on screen.
He comes on screen.
He walks into the frame and it's like, okay,
That's in the director's cut.
And then it just fucking sits there for like 5 seconds, and you're just like, okay, we gotta wait for the
Oh,
audience to
yeah.
finish cheering. Right? And it's
Deadpool and
so
Wolverine had
awkward. It's terrible.
Deadpool,
It's terrible to
Deadpool and
rewatch.
Wolverine had similar issues where they had like cameos from certain
Oh
X-Men
my
characters,
God.
and it was really annoying and stuff.
Yeah.
When it happened.
Mhm.
They just spend 5 seconds waiting for the audience to like cheer. It felt like you're watching a
Oh,
fucking
no.
sitcom. It's like
Yeah.
stupid sitcom shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching The Big Bang Theory and I'm waiting for the motherfuckers to like stop clapping so they can just continue
Yeah.
with the stupid show.
That's like what in all of Game of Thrones season 8 felt like for me.
Yeah.
It's just like, let's just make the audience go, oh my God, like the whole time. Yeah.
Wow, dude, Pride
Dude,
Rock.
Pride Rock.
Dude, Pride Rock. Dude, King's
Dude.
Yes!
Landing.
The log!
I still want to know
Dude.
where that original clip is from.
Me too.
Pride Rock origin story. This is how
That's
Pride
a
Rock was
crazy
created.
clip.
We totally needed it.
I was always very curious. How did that rock structure get made? That was always the
Did
first
You know,
thing I
Barry
I'm
thought
so
of.
glad I got an explanation that doesn't even really make sense. Because
No.
doesn't Pride Rock have a cave in it?
I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Was
If it's
that
just a
Barry's
chunk off of a
idea?
rock, that doesn't make any sense then.
Who cares?
Was that Barry Jenkins'
from-
idea? Do you guys think?
Did,
Is this
did,
from
did they
Mustafa?
hollow it out? Did the lions invent pickaxes?
This is Mufasa, yeah. That's what you're asking.
Thank
Well,
you.
it was like,
Alright.
what did he write that in the script, or did he just direct? Did he just direct that movie, or did he write the script?
Maybe it was John's
No, he didn't write the
idea.
script. He just directed the movie. I think it was.
Okay.
I think he admitted it was more of a like, not necessarily like a paycheck project, but kind of a like, I want to try something new, try to step out of my comfort zone kind of project. So that's how he treated Mufasa when he decided on to do it, kind of thing. And then, but I think he's going back to like indie stuff because I think he's doing like a movie. I forget what he's doing next, but it's certainly not going to be as VFX. I was going to go back to his roots for his next film.
Yeah, I
I
can't wait for
I
what
always
it
Bye
wanted
was.
to
bye.
Raza.
Bye bye.
That's a fun song. I like that.
Bye bye. Yeah, that was crazy.
I think I just hate Lin-Manuel Miranda's songwriting.
I
in
hate
anything,
him.
in anything that
Yeah,
isn't
I've always
Hamilton.
hated
I
him.
kind of like Hamilton.
I was
A little bit.
I was really, really into Hamilton and very
Most people were. if
sad
you were like,
about
yeah.
how fucking bad he fell off after.
Hamilton,
I'm also mad that the Disney Plus version censors like 2 F-bombs in Hamilton.
wow.
That's lame.
It's because
Yeah.
it's a normie masterpiece.
No, yeah.
Well, how do you see it?
It's
Is it
not.
only on Disney Plus? Is there a way to see it uncut?
I don't think so.
I
no,
think that's the
that-
only version that exists.
Yeah, I think
Oh, that's-
Disney
that's
owns like all the
unfortunate.
rights to it. Yeah,
That's really
Yeah.
unfortunate.
they own Lin-Manuel Miranda now.
You can
Yeah.
They have his little balls in a jar. Yeah.
Virtually every,
Insane.
virtually like every modern Disney song is just them trying to recreate Lin-Manuel Miranda's
Yeah.
like style of
Literally.
singing.
Well, no, he's doing it. He's writing most of them.
like
Yeah.
what was it? Wish felt like it was just like the whole thing was trying to imitate or however you say his style.
Imitate.
I
Trying
didn't
to
see.
copy it.
Yeah, that's what I got from
Yeah.
watching Wish. I never saw Moana 2, but I did listen to one of the songs, and it was like a really bad imitation of his songwriting, pretty much from
Yeah.
what I
That
listened to.
sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, Moana 2 was also just a scrapped TV show, so that's not
Yeah.
surprising.
It really felt like a TV show too. The songs.
Well, I
feel-
never watched it, but I did
It
listen
felt
to
like
the
it because
songs.
that's what it was.
I know.
It literally was.
It feels unapologetic in that way.
They basically put Atlantis 2 in theaters. They put a fucking like
Yeah.
direct to DVD Disney
streaming.
sequel in theaters and charged money for it and made a
people
bunch of
saw it.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
even
how
like
that's what they
Ralph
do now.
felt too.
I mean, Lilo and Stitch was going to be a Disney Plus thing, and then
Oh,
they just
God.
decided to dump it into theaters.
People
You
saw
know,
it.
it's-
Fucking they made Jumba like pure evil in it for like no reason and got rid of Gone 2. It's so
Yeah.
obnoxious.
they tried changing a bunch about it, I think, because they saw that people were getting tired with just them redoing the story bar for bar, so they were like, let's just change it completely for
The
no
only
reason.
good-
Let's separate them at the end. Let's separate the sisters.
The
Yeah.
only good thing that came out of Lilo and Stitch is that I'm now inspired to become like Adam and join the internet and criticizing movies because I'm currently writing
Oh,
the
nice.
script about how much I fucking hate Lilo and Stitch. I don't think it's going to be as long as The Lion King,
No.
but I don't think
No.
I hate Lilo and Stitch as much as Adam hates The Lion King.
But it's not at all shocking to me that it did well, because like when I was at when I saw Mission Impossible like earlier this month, they had a fuck ton of Stitch merchandise everywhere, and everyone
I'm not
never.
surprised.
So that's like, because Stitch merchandise is just so easy to fucking sell. You could just put him on a T-shirt or a plushie, and it would just sell instantly. Even if the movie bombed, the merchandise sales alone would have made Disney profit. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Unrelated, do you know about the about when Disney had that one ride that was too fucking scary, so they tried.
Oh
Stitch's
my
Great
God.
Too
Escape.
racist? Oh.
I went on that Stitch ride as a
You
kid.
did?
Was it
Were
scary?
you
There was-
terrified?
There was an awful God fucking I'm so mad. Anyway, there was a bit where like Stitch like steals somebody's chili dog
Yes.
and then
And he
eats it
burps.
and then belches, and they actually like
Spray the
I don't
room
know
with
how
like
the
a
fuck they
stink.
did it, but they made
4D.
the arena smell like chili dog burp. It was so
Fucking
Are you sure this isn't the
no.
Sonic the Hedgehog smut ride? Or
Shut
am I
up.
crazy?
No.
That's what this, that's
That
what
was
it
the
sounds
only thing
like.
I remember was the chili dog bit because it was fucking gross and I hated it.
Yeah. Mm.
I know that I never went on it, but I know they squirt water at you because Stitch spits at one point in the ride.
They do squirt water, yeah.
I
It
will
was a
say-
really bad ride, and it's not around anymore.
What's crazy
Hey.
is what it came before. And I think it was originally called
Alien
like
Encounter.
Alien Extraterrestrial. It wasn't based on the Alien franchise, but it was like basically like it was the same thing, but except it was like a giant robot alien, and then it was like basically a horror thing. And even though they put disclaimers at the ride being like, "Hey, don't take your kids on it," a
Don't
bunch of
bring your
parents
children.
still
They
did
did it anyway.
because it's Disneyland, obviously. And so like everyone like hated that ride or something.
The thing is that they own Alien now, so they could bring it back. I
Theoretically,
don't see why
yes.
not.
But are they?
Probably
Apparently
not.
there
'cause
was
they
a
fucking
really
love-
scary but also cool Black Cauldron ride in like Disney World
Mm.
Japan.
Ooh.
Hmm.
And at the very end, one kid is selected to be given like a magic sword
One
to
kid
fucking slay
dies.
the villain with.
Weird.
Was it a
One
plastic
kid
Which
sword?
sounds fucking
sacrificed.
rad.
One kid has to kill another kid to
Yeah,
Yes, of
Soul
course.
for a
of
soul.
course.
it becomes
average Japanese experience.
Battle Royale, the ride.
Truly.
I want to go back to Disney World just to do the Avatar flying ride. That was
Nice.
a good one.
Hmm.
Avatar has the best food in the Disney World also.
You should go back to
What's the food like?
Universal. Visit the Mario World.
That was so shit.
You would
Really?
love it, I'm sure. You're the biggest Mario you love
It's
Nintendo.
probably the
Just turn your
coolest
brain
thing at the
off.
park right now.
Turn your brain off on the
Well,
ride.
new.
it's an all new park. They literally just opened an all new park called Epic Universe. It was like
Yeah.
Mario Land, How to Train Your Dragon World. They
Fucking
a new
cringe.
Harry Potter ride, and I think they brought back the Dark Universe technically because they have a Universal Monster thing, and they literally call it Dark Universe.
Oh
That's
no.
adorable.
So if you go to
Yeah.
Universal Studios, you're funding anti-trans legislation in the UK, basically.
Truly.
The issue is that like the only thing going for the Dark Universe is like a lot of the actors, and people are already ruining it. Like they're ruining like the experience for people because they're
Yeah.
like there's a video of the guy who plays Igor who gets fucking like tossed around when they're trying to take a picture.
Oh no.
Jesus.
They're just constantly like throwing the actors around.
Dear.
These people are my
Welcome to the
dancing
Velvet
clowns.
Room.
Which goes to show, like, the thing that makes these parks great aren't the actual parks themselves. It's the fucking people who suffer themselves to be there,
Yeah.
who are just normal people making the same amount of money as I do,
Mm.
being treated as not people because they're
Yeah.
acting like characters.
Yeah,
It's
shout out to those
dehumanizing.
actors.
I hate it. I hate Disney. I hate Warner Brothers.
Hot take.
Yeah,
Universal.
no one's ever felt this way before.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers doesn't have a theme park, but they have some things licensed out to Universal Studios, I think,
Mm.
right?
They have a theme park, but not in the United States. I think it's in Dubai, and it's like
What
an
the
indoor
fuck?
thing.
That's odd.
Yeah, it's not. I know it's in somewhere in the Middle East. I forget which country, but
Well, I
it's like
mean,
they have it. It's called
Every
Warner Bros. Movie
corporate
World.
nightmare is in the
They
UAE or
also
Dubai or
have
something.
they also have a Warner Brothers movie world in Australia in Queensland.
Do they have
Oh,
any
wow.
Matrix shit? Because that would be a waste if they don't.
No, it's
I
just
think they
it's
would.
all it is. It's Looney Tunes, Batman. I guess
Yeah.
it's DC stuff mostly. But no Matrix stuff. I don't
I-
think.
I
Do
think
a
the reason
Matrix
why-
world.
Doesn't even respect Looney Tunes.
I think the reason why there's no Universal, or not Universal, but Warner Brothers Park is because like the majority of rides are just put into Six Flags anyway.
Because they have a deal with Six Flags. They just it's literally just a generic roller coaster, but they slap Batman's logo on it, or
Yeah.
they have like they have like a Superman the Ride. It's just another generic roller
Or
coaster.
Oh my
or
The
God.
something like that.
infamous Green Lantern ride that like can cost like so many people.
We need a Janus Films amusement park.
Yes. Yes.
Like, dude, Jean Dielman?
We need
Jean
a-
Dielman, get the Jean Dielman 4D experience.
You're just peeling potatoes for 3 hours.
No, you're in a roller coaster, and the roller coaster is the potato. And it's like you're in a screen, and you become peeled from Jean Dielman. And then you become overcooked.
Did she read a letter? Did she
Yeah.
read a letter? That'd be great.
You are the letter.
Oh,
What's that movie you like, Adam?
Let's go on
like
the
all about a
Antichrist
woman?
ride.
Sorry, Jean
That's all-
Dielman. The one where she cleans her house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We could do an A24 amusement park.
yeah.
We can have the lighthouse like experience where you go through and you'd
That
be
would
a
be
guy
sick.
trying to play I guess Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe's
Mm-hmm.
character. You can have
And the whole thing
talk-
smells like beans.
Yeah.
obviously you can have you can do a talk to me experience where you literally like take the hand and stuff, and then you get, and then it transports you to like an elaborate ride or something like that, or maybe you ride on the hands.
Get
And
the good
everything
time
everywhere all at once.
experience.
Oh, good time be funny.
Good time would be like, or Uncut Gems, make it the most
Yeah.
stressful thing ever. Yeah,
Let's
get
do a
that real
climax
soon.
one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
one. No,
Where
that's
you-
that's its own separate room where you just walk in and you see a bunch
Yeah.
of people dancing.
And you get
Or-
you get complimentary sangria when you enter.
Yep, yep.
Now
Take
do
it.
Yeah, that
Civil
has
War.
totally not been tampered with.
Now do Civil War where you actually have to fight in a Civil War.
And yeah, after Civil War, you can make it a warfare, or I'm just naming shit now. But
Oh, they're doing an
but
Elden Ring movie.
hidden-
They
Wait,
could do an Elden
actually-
Ring ride at A24 Land.
hidden somewhere in the park where no one wants you to see it, you'll find a little thing for Tusk.
Sorry, A24 is doing Elden Ring. I know that
Alex
Yep,
Garland's doing it.
Alex
A24
Garland's
and
attached to it.
directed by Alex
Oh, that's
Garland.
hilarious.
Yeah,
So
What,
if it,
what even?
that's gonna be like so much money for A24.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Garland
It'll
said
be
that,
their
like,
biggest release.
Oh, I'm
They'll
never
make
gonna make.
billions.
I'm never gonna direct movies ever again, and then directs that.
Yeah,
well, he did
I
Warfare.
really- I
Did
Did
really-
he? Did he
Warfare.
literally say he's never? I think that quote
He
that was
said-
misquoted.
It was
said he would-
misquoted from the interview. It was a misquote from the interview. He said he's like considering, or at least I think he was just exhausted after Civil War, but then he came back for Warfare and now Elden Ring. That's my theory.
I think he just said I don't want to make good movies anymore.
I heard he was just gonna take a break from directing, and he was
I
gonna
can't even-
continue to write screenplays, but he was just gonna take a break from directing.
Okay.
An Elden Ring movie would require so much CGI.
Yeah, it seems
Exactly.
very
So you're
out
not
of-
even the director anymore. It's the special effects unit.
It
I
seems
mean,
very
I
out
wouldn't
of-
go that far.
out of
I mean,
his
Alex
range.
Garland knows how to use special effects, so he's not like untalented in that department. So I'll see
Yeah.
how it goes.
I
It
guess
is
so.
interesting how that's happening. then again, there's also that Elden Ring game, that multiplayer one, literally just came out, I think, today. So
Yeah.
Night Rain,
if you-
yeah.
I would play it if my wrists weren't goofy right now.
Yeah, I
Right.
know. You should probably also lay off 9 souls until you're better, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of parrying in that
Stop.
game.
Stop jerking off, Adam.
Same with
I
the
haven't
two
jerked
games I
off
pl-
once since my thing, so we'll see.
Damn.
Yeah, that's probably the thing.
Oh,
Also,
good.
the new Doom game that just came out, the Dark Ages, that has parrying, and then that game that everyone really likes, Clair of Skier Expedition 33,
Ooh,
also
that's
has a
good.
lot of parrying. So it's a lot
Every
of
game
lot
has
of parrying.
parrying now,
Real quick, I want to
which
say,
I don't mind.
you know what would make a great Civil War ride? If it was like Pokemon Snap, but like you're taking
Oh!
pictures of like the warfare while you're going
That
through
would
it.
be
That'd be
They
perfect.
should
fucking
just
sick.
have a real Pokemon Snap ride instead.
I mean,
Adam-
Universal could always do it now that they have Nintendo on their side. So we'll see how that.
You know, that would
happens.
actually be, you could do it really
Like make a
easily
Pokemon Snap
by just
ride.
like, you know, you go into the ride, you have an app, everybody has their own phone, you
Yeah,
take
that's true.
pictures, and then at the end they score the pictures.
That's true.
Just
That'd
take
be so-
pictures of
dude,
like
what-
animatronic Pokemon.
Where's my money? That's a fucking $1 billion idea. Real Pokemon Snap?
I think I got $1 billion idea. I better get some royalties off that. I don't know.
Okay. Well, no, yeah, mine would make a fucking $1 trillion.
All right, you know what? Let's test it. I'll pitch my Civil War, and you pitch your Pokemon Snap, and we'll see who wins.
I think the answer is pretty clear.
I posted like a clip of like the Alex Garland like A24 Elden Ring announcement on the community tab, and a lot of the comments were full of like Alex Garland hate, which was surprising.
A lot of people really got a like a bad reaction to Warfare when it came out.
I liked
What?
Warfare. I didn't like.
I don't think a lot of people saw Warfare. I think a lot of
Well,
people
I
might
mean,
be
the-
mad at like Civil War. Is that what you're
I
comparing
didn't
it with?
see
or-
Warfare.
I mean, for the
because
people-
I know my tastes and I hate war movies.
From the people what I saw, it just seems like I'm gonna try to not to spoil it, but from what I remember hearing, it seems like people just thought the movie was glorifying what it was showing, and
It literally wasn't. I never. I thought about that going into the film, that it would be that way, but then I after watching, I'm like, this is
So
not
sorry,
like
Olivia.
this is not the pro-America propaganda film you guys are thinking it is at all.
yeah,
Hey, fanboy.
I don't know if a lot of people that felt that way watched the movie, because I saw a good number of reviews on Letterboxd that seems like it was people that went in with that expectation and then had to like kind of step back from that and be like, all right, no, that was pretty crazy.
yeah. And you're probably right on that. I mean, I stopped paying attention to the discourse shortly after the film came out, so maybe it was like the first couple days of its release, but I don't know. I mean, it was a heavy movie, but yeah.
It was great. I thought it was actually Adams giving it an 8 out of 10 that convinced me to go see it in theaters. So I was like, oh, there's a screening that's like at 1:45 at my local Regal, so I'll just go there and watch it, and I really liked it. So
I
That's
just
great, yeah.
Yeah, I went into it knowing that I was gonna feel like shit the rest of the day. So
I just watched it with a big grin on my face.
I
I was like this the entire
This,
time.
this is a comedy.
It's
How
not
was
because it
that?
was a comedy, it's because it was showing me fun stuff.
just
I just
yeah.
like when people just fucking screaming for like 30 minutes with their limbs blown off. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
You were smiling.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's really well done and
These-
extremely well acted.
Very
Acting's
nice, Adam.
Incredible in the movie.
Could you imagine someone turning around and then just see Adam just
Yeah. I saw it in IMAX with like no one else there. It was fucking awesome. Nobody
Yeah.
bothering
I didn't get to
me,
catch it in
nobody
IMAX. I wish I
really
did.
know,
annoying people.
Adam,
Yeah,
if anybody
fucking
questions
phenomenal.
you for smiling, just tell them you're acting for Smile 3.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm rehearsing.
Rehearsing. Yeah.
Yeah, you need a cameo in
God.
Smile 3.
I have to remember my line, which is just a facial expression.
Mm-hmm.
They should put me in the movie.
You
They
think
should.
do you think they'll replace the E with a 3 and smile?
Booties. That's funny.
That is
Mill
not
3.
out of the realm of possibilities, but
Or the M?
Yeah, like
yeah, maybe.
Freaking.
If it was Blumhouse, then guaranteed yes, but it's not, so we don't know.
Yeah.
What is it,
Hmm.
Paramount?
He
Or
should
is it
just do like
Universal?
a Joker Folie à Deux thing where he just gets tired of making smile movies and he just makes like a fuck you movie. He just makes like a musical Smile.
He makes Frown.
He makes Frown.
Which I should also star in.
Really?
Yes.
That
No,
was
they should call it Grimace.
that was a joke in
Grimace.
that new show, The Studio, with Seth Rogen. They got like the director a smile. I think
Are
he
you
was-
serious?
No
it's like
way.
a rip-off. He's like they're getting him to direct the rip-off version. I don't know if it's Frown or if it's just some other like emotion. It's like, yeah, we got the guy that did Smile.
How
That's funny.
far is that into? I'm like
Shit.
3 or
I kind of
4
want to see the
episodes
clip
into that.
now.
I thought
Yeah.
it was the first few episodes, but I don't remember.
I would
I haven't
watch it,
gotten to
but
that.
fuck Apple.
No, I'm
It's-
not. Yeah.
It's just
Severance-
it's Birdman. It's trying to be Birdman, and I don't think it's I think it's
Well,
fine, but I don't
that's-
think it's as good as it thinks it is.
That's what Seth Rogen does, right? He fucking takes like one good idea that someone else created, and he tries to copy it.
Sometimes it can work.
Yeah, I feel like it
Maybe.
could have worked. It's one of those things where it probably could have worked better as like a 2-hour movie than a series because it's just trying too many things from what
Yeah.
I've seen, and it's just like kind of taking me a while to like, oh, I want to watch another episode, even though it's like episodes are like half an hour long. I don't know.
Here's another $1 billion idea. We make a movie called Fursona, directed by Ingmar Bergman.
Ooh,
We're gonna use necromancy, bring him back from the dead.
there
Oh
you go.
no, Persona,
My
By Ingmar
favorite.
Bergman.
Ingmar Bergman.
Shout out to Lars von Trier talking about Ingmar Bergman.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
and his penis.
Oh, nice.
Happens.
Did Von Trier ever find his Instagram muse or what?
What?
What do you
Oh,
mean?
you don't know?
What does
He
that
made a
mean?
post on his Instagram like 3 years ago saying he's old and that he's looking for a muse and he's probably dying of Parkinson's at some point.
God.
I can't. I don't know if I believe him.
No, that's it's
He does
it
have
checks. I believe that
Parkinson's.
he would have been serious with that.
okay.
He has no shame, and it's
Fair
fine. I can't blame him if he's fucking lonely and he's like, "Hey, I would like to have a woman at some point, and I'm dying."
Fair
maybe."
enough. Fair enough.
I'm a virgin.
Adam, who was it that was comparing like I Show Speed to like some
Harmony
Oh,
Korine.
yeah.
Harmony
Kareem.
Harmony Korine?
He's the new Tarkovsky.
Yeah.
That was the best clip. I love that that I was able to find the source because a lot of it was just articles, and then I was so happy when I found the actual interview.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
the whole interview is
hilarious.
great.
Yeah.
I love the part at the end where he says we're making a horror film where it's gonna take place in your bedroom.
Yeah.
I think he meant by VR, but out of context, that sounds hilarious.
I think I Show Speed could be a good actor.
He could be, I don't know, with the right.
Sure. Yeah.
Put him in
actually,
the
yeah.
Five Nights at
He-
Freddy's
I mean,
movie. Just
there-
I
let
mean-
him show his dick again.
There's a lot of comedic actors that get by just by yelling, and
Yeah.
that's what he does. So
Mm-hmm.
The
I mean,
only good weekend performance was Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems where he just was him.
Pretends
forgot that he
himself-
was in that.
Pretends to be himself.
Yeah. It was
I
more like
also
a cameo.
forgot he
than
No,
a
what are you
in that
talking about? He was
character.
great in Hurry Up Tomorrow. He was great.
Shut the
Shut
fuck up!
Shut the fuck
Shut
up!
up!
Shut the fuck up!
It's like
I'm
it's.
on-
like-
I gotta
Floor.
go. I got calls.
I'm getting
Af-
called.
I'm sorry.
outta here.
After that movie, I need to see more. I need to see more of his. I need to see more performances.
oh yeah, I'll wait for the digital. I think it's coming out in like a
funny.
week or something.
It's
see.
it's really funny, Adam.
I think
me
it's
see,
coming
I'm
out
gonna-
within a weekend.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm
It's
gonna
coming out
fact
on the
check
Shut the
this.
fuck up.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
That's not. That's
getting
not even the
calls.
funniest clip from the movie. That's
Yeah,
not the funniest
June
clip of his
6th.
acting.
So I'm actually going to be
Yeah.
on vacation. When you're derailing when you're
I'm
doing
gonna
that
write that
watch
on my
along.
calendar.
June 6th, but
I'm so hyped.
I'll bring my laptop just in case if I have free time. But
Yeah. I
that
saw a
seems like
clip. Sorry, no, you keep
that's
going.
I don't know. It just seems kind of it seems like the perfect movie to do a watch along for based on the clips I've seen.
It is.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't think it's the biggest like piece of shit in the world because it's like it has some interesting things going for it, but I'm pretty sure all of those things are by Trey Edward Schultz.
Sure, Edward Schultz.
Yeah.
But
Which
So
was-
basically, Trey Edward Schultz did all the good parts, and The Weeknd did all the bad parts.
well, no, Trey Edward Schultz did all the good parts. The Weeknd did all the great parts.
Yeah.
But
Truly.
yeah, it has some cool trippy visuals, and there's some really good oneers sprinkled throughout, but like yeah, it's just a disaster, but it's my favorite type of bad movie, and
Yeah.
I did listen to part of the album that's you're supposed to listen to along with the film, and the album wasn't actually that bad, honestly.
No, the
No,
no,
he makes
no.
great
The thing
music.
is, I'm not.
His
I'm.
music's
Per,
really
I'm not
good.
even a. I'm not even. I don't hate the guy by any means, but I'm not a fan of The Weeknd personally. But I listened to the album after I watched the movie, and it's not bad. It's pretty good.
No.
It's pretty solid. And some of the tracks, like I've been listening to, like on repeat, like over the last week. But like, it's interesting how much of how wrong a project like that could
Mhm.
like went. Like
Yeah.
seems like everyone is universally disliking it, but like
Mhm.
I'm fascinated by that movie.
I'm hearing it
feels
like
like a
described as like a
Netflix
vanity
special
project.
that they just
Yeah.
put in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
It's barely a movie. Like nothing happened.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's like if you after listening to the album, it definitely works. It's like it definitely is describing the visuals in the movie are definitely describing the like it's like a visual version of the album, but it doesn't work.
Oh,
It
so
just
Trey Edward Schultz just did a better job than I thought he did, but they don't. It's like, huh? Okay, that's interesting. I gotta listen to
it's
that.
like it's not going to kill Trey Edward Schultz's career, I don't think.
Yeah.
I
But-
mean,
I don't think Waves was a success, so
Well,
I don't know what his career he has at the moment. He'll
Yeah,
still
well,
be able to do things. It's just he's not
I've
getting
been-
any big budgets anytime soon, I don't think.
I've been listening to a lot of interviews with Trey over the last week, and he says the aftermath of Waves left him in a deep depression, and
Oh.
Because nobody watched it and the A24 botched the release or what?
Yeah.
Well, it's like that and combined with things that were going on in his personal life, it was just all bad timing. So it just left him in a deep depression, and according to him, like Abel, like The Weeknd got him inspired to start directing movies, and like he directed a couple of his music videos, I think, and that got and apparently I think Trey suggested the movie at first, but I could be wrong about that, but
Well,
there's just a lot of information
The
about it.
Weeknd's plans for his albums was that he did the first one, and which I can't remember whatever the fuck you called it.
It's
and
apparently
the
a
second one-
trilogy. It's after
yeah, it was supposed to be a trilogy.
and Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Hurry Up Tomorrow, and like I knew that Hurry Up Tomorrow was
Ow.
supposed to be like the movie part, and that's why I'm so fucking disappointed on how like it ended up being, because it's just, especially that I had to put Schultz into it, or Trey Edward Schultz, sorry. It annoys me that he got tied into it because it's just like this is a really good director. Tied
I mean,
into
if
a
he wasn't doing
project with a
anything else,
fucking
then
shitty actor.
Yeah,
whatever.
it's if
Yeah.
it's like from what I hear from Trey, it seems like he wouldn't be doing it. Like this movie is going to get him to make his next film in a
Mhm.
way,
Hopefully.
which is like a positive, and
Good.
which
Yeah.
is kind of why I wanted to
Yeah.
support the movie by seeing it in the theater. And like I had a great time watching it, but it's just not a good movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully he got paid some
Yeah.
money.
Did you hear Moist Critical's review where he was complaining about how like the only shots in the movie was the spinning, like
It's his
car shot
signature.
or like
That's
the
what he
spinning,
does,
like camera
yeah.
shot.
Oh, they do that. They do
It was
that
an
over
so
10
many
times, and they find a way to make it funny.
you missed
My
the part where
girlfriend
he did
got
a cool
motion
spin.
sickness.
There's a
Because
whole
it's
video
like
showing it to you.
it's
Don't worry
like
about it.
they do it way too much. It's
Yeah.
like there's a difference between doing it once and it's impressive, but doing it like in almost every scene, it's pretty funny.
I do
my
like it. Was
God.
one of the things I liked about Waves, though,
rape.
is I like
Did
that
you
shot.
click on the link fanboy posted? Or...
There's
I-
one.
but
I
I
can't
haven't
believe
seen
that I
the
found this
vicissitudes
clip
of
online.
justice.
There's a scene in the movie Rampart that's just
Rampart. Can we
very,
keep the
very
discussion about
confusingly.
Rampart, guys?
Exactly, yeah. That's the only thing anybody knows about it.
Guys,
I
can we
watched
talk
it,
about Rampart?
but it's very confusingly shot. Like the way that it's edited is it's the only scene like that in the movie. It's so weird.
Block
It's
my
blocked
country.
I
in
just
my
posted it in the
country.
chat.
Guys, can we talk about Rampart?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Directed
referring
by
to?
Oren
Let's leave the
Weaverman.
conversation about Rampart.
Yeah, you know, he made The Messenger and I loved that movie.
Oh.
And then I didn't
Oh,
hate Rampart
Hmm.
overall. And then fuck, is he doing anything right now? Let's find out.
Yeah, I've
I
heard
gotta
it's not
switch my.
bad, but no one cares because the fucking AMA was so awful.
Damn. That director I felt had a lot of promise and it just seems like he's not doing anything good now. Which kind of sucks. The Messenger was really good.
Adam,
Ew,
sorry.
he's doing a biography.
What do we?
Groucho Marx,
What? What about Groucho Marx?
the director of Rampart, is doing a Groucho Marx biography drama
Weird.
Oh wow. It's
with
something about
Jeffrey
the
Rush.
Don't hire Woody Harrelson again.
Will his Groucho movie be a sequel to Gummo?
Mm,
If you get that, it's a deep cut. The
okay, I don't.
Gummo's the name of a Marx brother.
Oh, I can't watch the
Oh.
clip. It's blocked in the US. It's
Yeah,
copyright struck.
you gotta switch your
annoying.
VPN.
Oh,
if
I
you
don't
have
have a
one.
VPN. Fuck.
Fuck.
I do. I'll
I'll
do
stream
it
it for you.
later.
I think if you go, if you change the URL from YouTube to UPAK, like YOUPAK,
That might work.
and it's the same URL, then it gives you a
An
accessible. That's
unblocked
what I
version.
did like 5 years ago or something. I don't know if it
Wait.
still works.
What do you change it to?
YOUPAK, and then the rest of the URL, keep it the same. That's what I've done to access American things that aren't in Canada before, but I don't know if that still works. I haven't done it in years.
Huh.
Should I just
Uh,
watch Rampart after
No,
this?
I mean, sure, yeah. It's not. I didn't hate it. It's not the worst. There's good things in it. I like Ben Foster whenever he's in anything.
Yeah,
He has a
he's
very
really
small role in it, I think, unless I'm confusing it with his other movie. Hewlett, what's up?
Oh yeah. Side. No. Don't know if anyone here is a fan of King of the Hill at all, but did you see the new intro for King of the Hill?
We did see that.
There's a new intro for King of the Hill.
They're
Yeah,
doing a
there's, like, a
season
new
revival.
Yeah,
of
the-
it,
no, I
like-
mean-
What?
Yeah.
Bobby's like
yeah,
an
King of the
adult
Hill.
now.
Weird.
You got
I've
Disney
seen
Plus.
a couple of episodes of
Check it
King of
out.
the Hill.
If it's anything like the Futurama,
Revival.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Mike Judge is involved in this revival, so I imagine that it'll be better than the Futurama one. Different crew.
I want
Is
Ben
Futurama
Foster to
one
get
still
an
going?
Oscar at some point. I love Ben Foster.
Yeah.
But now that
Fucking.
fucking what's his face? Who does Jesse Pinkman again?
Aaron
Just
Paul.
Aaron Paul. Yeah, Aaron Paul kind of like blew up too much and is a little too similar to Ben Foster in casting.
I guess so. He does look like him.
They looked similar, and so that I think that hurt Ben Foster a little.
Yeah.
Ben Foster's the better actor by far. Hewlett, what were you saying?
I mean, he is Aaron Paul. Sorry, I mean, okay, I just really wanted to mention the King of the Hill, but also
Okay.
another side question. I don't know if it's brought up. Do you care for any of the Harry Potter films?
No.
Have you like
Good
ever
job.
watched any of them? Ah, okay.
I watched them when I was younger, and then I forgot that I watched them, and then
Hmm.
watched them again and realized I had already watched them.
I watched
loved them when I was a kid.
If-
And I remember being sad when I found out JK was a TERF, but then I realized I only ever liked the movies. I never liked the books at any
Yeah, we can-
point. So
The books are awful.
the
Yeah, we can
books
He's a
agree.
bad
that
writer.
the
I
movies are
tried,
better.
and when I was younger, I tried reading the first one, but I never finished it. But maybe in the end, my brother was way more into Harry Potter than I was. I was into sorry. So there was a theory about how like if you were a 2000s kid, you had three franchises you grew up with: Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, or Harry Potter. And I was Star
All
Wars.
cringe.
Not anymore. I'm not a Star Wars fan anymore. But
don't let Gael hear you say that.
Yeah.
I love Lord of
Face,
the
Adam.
Rings.
I know you do.
Oh, I wonder what Adam. What are you gonna do if like the next thing that like Alex chooses
Oh my
is
God.
all the Star Wars films out of sheer
So-
spite, not able to reject them?
I mean, he
I
already
will.
talked
I mean,
about
like
all of them.
it would be more of a attack at the audience than me. So
Yeah, it would
That
be.
is true.
Yeah.
I'm
Also-
unsubscribing.
like everybody
from
got
Alex.
mad last time when he did Rogue One. Like I was like, I was kind of checked out of the conversation, obviously. Couldn't help it, and then everybody got mad and was like, "This is a bad episode." I'm like, "Well, I don't know what you expected. I didn't choose it. Fuck."
I
Yeah.
do at some
No,
point hope. I really.
So every month I do every week I do Misery Monday where I play bad games, and I actually played the Golem game.
Oh god.
It's the worst thing I've ever played on my Twitch channel ever.
Hmm.
I thought you were
Wasn't
gonna
it-
say Misery Monday, where you watch only Misery.
Mm.
Well, Olivia, was it just like just an incredibly depressing stream?
It was so boring and broken and like not even like funny to play. Like I played some fucking garbage on Misery Monday. Like I played Hello Neighbor 2, but
Mm.
at least I could find fun in Hello Neighbor 2 by like breaking it. Fucking Golem, there's just nothing. It is
It's
an
just all
absolute
broken.
waste of space. Awful, awful video game.
Can't break what's already broken.
gonna-
Hewlett, your hand is still raised. Is there anything else?
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess the last thing is shit. Sorry. I guess I was just wondering what the ratings would be if you had to rate any of the Harry Potter, but you just don't remember enough.
If
to
I had
care.
to rate the Harry Potters,
Yeah, maybe the very first one. I don't know.
I don't know. Fucking.
Do all ones. Do all ones again.
The first
Sure.
Harry Potter is very funny to rewatch because the
It's just-
child acting
It's
is
so forgettable. I
atrocious.
don't have anything to say about it.
They're way too long.
They're so like they mean nothing to me.
Okay.
I thought the third one was the best one, even because that one was Alfonso Cuarón. But then the other ones I just kind of meh about.
Yeah,
at least that's from
I've seen
memory.
all of them like at least twice when I was younger. I don't remember fucking anything other than Hermione TF'd into a cat.
Anyway,
The second
That's the
one.
only thing I remember.
Okay.
Fails
Yeah.
to TF into the
anyway,
cat.
Okay. Cool. Moving on.
And there was a game called Quidditch.
Quidditch World Cup.
Yeah.
I had a
That-
Quidditch game
that-
as a kid. It was
very-
really fun.
The
Can
Lord
we
of the
keep the
Rings.
topic on Rampart, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get back onto Rampart.
Did anybody click on that fucking link I sent?
Oh,
I
did.
can't get it.
It's so
It's-
fucking dizzy.
It's the
Yeah,
be-
like
didn't
the
realize
fact
you
that
sent
they're
one. Hold
cutting while they're doing
It's
it.
the cutting
just
is
so
like
jarring,
ruins
yeah.
it. Yeah.
It is.
It was no other scene in the movie is like that. It's just a weird one-off thing that like clearly didn't work and is
It
just one of
doesn't-
those where it's like you might as well have just shown stock footage or something instead. Like when you find out what it looks like after the editing is done,
Yeah.
you should change something.
I mean,
you
other
should
than
you
the
should do something
spin-
else.
Other than the spinning thing, it just has no style. It just kind of feels it looks empty.
Yeah.
Like there's
I
feels
I
like
like
The
the
Big Short.
director's style overall, I guess, but
yeah.
he hasn't done anything interesting since his first two movies.
Yeah. Also, the studio that he worked with the film on what is it, Millennium Pictures?
Watching the clip right now.
Yeah, they suck. They absolutely, they're a terrible like studio. Like their movies are just like genuinely awful.
Did you have a comment, Joe? Your hand is raised.
Oh, well, I had something to bring up. You know how Adam Wingard,
The best.
He's I think he's like the director and showrunner of like a TV adaptation of Event Horizon.
Oh.
If he gets a main actor, he should get The Weeknd to play a main role.
He should.
Yes, please.
And it's like
Event Horizon could be his redemption arc. Not for me,
be.
but for normies.
It could be. It could.
We don't need no
probably-
redemption arc.
He
I
might
mean,
have
other
been-
people enjoyed the things that he made before.
Yeah, they enjoyed You're Next and what was that other movie?
The Guest.
The Guest, yeah, especially The Guest.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Death Note though. If we're the normies, that
Or
enjoy
Blair
Death Note,
Witch.
or
So Blair Witch was. Blair Witch.
I nearly forgot that he did that one. It's
Yeah, and then after
that
those two movies, he did Godzilla and the two Godzilla and Kong versus Kong movies that came out. And
but
Oh yeah.
You
it
seem to
feels
have
like-
been more lenient on the second one, Adam.
yeah.
I don't
It
remember.
feels like the Godzilla movies, though. It feels like
Am I still
anyone could like
connected?
do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Okay,
Like-
just checking.
good. Yeah, good.
Go for it,
like-
Joe.
Adam, like for the Godzilla movies, it feels like anyone could like fucking do those movies. Adam just isn't like a good or special director to
Hey,
have like
Olivia.
a very significant style.
What?
I might get a copyright claim because I'm streaming
right.
on the.
I'll
Yeah.
move it.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, continue.
So yeah, it doesn't really. Those movies don't feel special. Like they don't have a very like signature style because Adam Winger doesn't have like a very special signature style, despite everyone like liking his movies at all, which I don't really understand.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
never good.
It was never that great.
What the
Like
fuck
Your
is
Next is
this?
probably the most overrated movie I've ever seen. I don't know why everyone even like that one. Like
Every time someone makes like a half competent slasher movie, people like
yeah,
coom their
they-
pants because it's like a return to the 80s and it's an homage. It's like
yeah.
people are making slasher movies every fucking day, and then
Yeah.
the bar is just so low that if someone makes one that's like watchable, then
Yeah.
it's like the best thing ever to some
Okay,
people.
I watched that
people were-
Rampart clip. It gave me a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People were saying the same thing about Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, and that wasn't anything special either. Like the deaths were cool.
the
Well,
best way to
that's
experience
nice.
the best way to experience Eli Roth's Thanksgiving is just watch the death scenes on YouTube and not watch the actual
Yeah.
film.
Yeah,
Eli
the
Roth is
film
a
itself
fucking
was
loser
boring.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
he's
He's
a legit piece of shit.
cringe.
hmm Is there anything else, Joe? Your hand's still raised.
Shout out
No,
to
I
my
think that's
favorite
it.
name on the petition. River to the sea.
Oh yeah.
We talked about The Last of Us season 2 yet?
No.
I saw one episode while I was staying at a friend's place in Seattle, but I haven't seen the whole. I'll do a watch along maybe at some point.
Yeah.
Is the whole thing out now?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh, wow.
Boy,
I-
spoilers for Last of Us season 2. They killed Dumbledore.
No,
Snape
Damn
did
it.
it.
Rats.
they talked
Yeah.
about Rampart.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a
Damn.
part where Ellie's like, "Did you ever see the movie Rampart? Can we talk about Rampart?"
Yeah. That would have been
That's
cooler than
every-
what they did. I
You
think.
can't really do that anymore and spoil people in a line because there's no lines for movies anymore because it's reserved seatings.
Unless it's at a film festival.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
unless
when
it's at
I
a film
went
festival.
to see
Yeah.
one of the Harry Potter movies. Right as the lights were dimming, someone screeched out like the spoiler,
I see.
which was very nice.
That's
That's
hilarious.
awesome.
Sushi.
That is awesome.
That's like the equivalent of like throwing a grenade and just waiting it for and just like run out of the theater before anyone catches you.
I already
Right at
knew it
you.
was gonna happen, but it was still like really uncool.
What if we
Yeah.
go to the Minecraft movie and spoil that he says chicken jockey?
Jockey. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Are you choking now?
no.
Sorry.
What if we spoil that Jason Momoa and Jack Black make out at the end of the Minecraft movie?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Was there a horse in the Minecraft movie or no?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
no, there
Yeah.
are. There's
That's
llamas,
weird.
or
There are horses
alpacas,
in
A
but
lot of
Minecraft.
llamas.
Yeah.
They
well,
didn't have the Ender Dragon either, which
what the fuck?
like missed opportunity.
They're waiting
for me.
for
Really
the
missed
they want that for the
opportunity.
sequel. They
yeah,
totally
because
want the sequel.
they're gonna have the Ender Dragon be the big baddie in the Minecraft movie too. That's what's probably gonna happen. Like, it's for sure getting a sequel.
How obnoxious is the trailer for Minecraft 2 gonna be? Because they're gonna try and recreate the success of the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, if
So what are they gonna do?
put
Like
if
like-
they put the Ender Dragon in the second one, they'll definitely like
and then
go
what?
overly obnoxious over
Jack Black
that.
was like,
Yeah,
Ender
Jack Black-
Dragon.
The Ender Dragon.
It's gonna be
I-
worse because they're gonna try to top themselves and they're
Yeah.
gonna fail.
I'm convinced that they're going to actually try to like warn people. They're gonna reference and say like, now guys, they're gonna look at the camera and be like, guys, don't say Ender Pearl in this movie. Don't say
Yeah.
chicken jockey.
Yeah, they're gonna break the fourth wall over and over.
Yeah.
That's just where
Ender-
content is going. It's just just fucking looking at the camera. Even in good movies,
Hold on
there's
to
like
your
pointless
vaginas.
narration everywhere.
Oh, that
Do
made me
not
want to
say
kill
that line
my.
again.
That made me want to
Olivia,
kill
no,
myself in Minecraft.
No. Olivia, no.
I'm glad I never watched the Minecraft movie and I never felt tempted to.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You made the right
What
call,
about on
honestly.
digital
So
for a
you're not
watch
missing
along?
out on much.
I'm glad I never watched Megan.
Adam, if you ever
Megan was
had the
boring.
urge to watch something related to the Minecraft movie, try to watch the unfinished version.
Yes.
I skimmed through it. It didn't look that interesting.
It's not that unfinished.
It
It's
just looked like
funnier
there's
than
some
the
bad,
actual
some
movie,
bad blue
though.
screen here and there.
What is it? Is it like one of those pirate copy sort of versions?
I mean,
where there's
there's like
Yeah.
literally shots in the film where there's green in Jack Black's hair, so it's already like bad enough in the final release.
There's like
Yeah.
scenes that are in the unfinished version that aren't in the final version,
Oh,
which is kind of funny.
They did do some cuts.
There's
Some
like
of
a
the
whole-
narration's different in the uncut
There's like another
version.
song, I think.
There is another song.
I need to, in some amount of time, set up for the watch along. We're gonna be doing the actor Duke Johnson. the Patreon watch along.
I can't believe that's out
That's-
already.
It was
Oh, is
voted.
that right?
It's been out on digital for like a month.
I
or
just
two.
Wait.
I just completely forgot about that.
Oh my
that
God.
Neon fucked up the release of the actor. They barely gave it a release. They released it in like
Yeah,
very limited.
Yeah.
there was no way I
could.
could have seen it in a theater.
Yeah, there's. I don't think that's gonna
That's
be
such
one. That's one
bullshit.
time
Because
where
I
it's like,
wanted
that's
to
not my
watch it in the
fault.
theater.
Yeah, well,
This
Um,
is Neon's like under the silver lake moment where they really fucked up their release.
Yeah,
Kind
they
of.
did. They fucked up hard.
yeah, but this one wasn't even at con, so it's not even. They just didn't remember that this existed, I guess, or didn't have enough faith in it to put it in enough theaters.
Yeah.
They
I'm
were
sure
sort
it's
of
good,
they're
though.
probably doing like a little test run in those couple theaters and just didn't like what it looked like. I'm gonna go through people one at a time and everybody can ask final questions and comments. Nico, what's up?
Just curious. I remember seeing in one of your older videos you had a Creed poster in the background. Do you still like Creed, or did you like Creed?
It was always ironic.
Hold me now.
Yeah.
I'm
Hold me
6 feet
now.
from the edge, and I'm thinking.
Yeah. It was funny.
For a second there, I thought you talked about Creed, the boxing
That's
movie,
what I
not
also
Creep.
thought.
No, he
I
was
thought
talking
that
about
at first.
Creep. The
Yeah, that's the that's what I figured out the more you talked about it.
I thought you said Creed, like
I
the
also thought you
band.
said
band?
Creed.
The Creed
Wait,
Sorry.
movie sucks.
Since when? I didn't have a Creep poster in my background.
no, yeah,
Wait,
we were
as
talking about
in,
the
like,
band Creed.
as
Yeah,
Creed.
we were talking about the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
oh, okay. I
Not
thought you were
Creep,
literally
the Mark Duplass thing.
Duplass.
Right?
I
Oh.
hate that
Duplass,
movie
sorry.
so much.
To be fair, I actually thought you were talking about the song "Creep" by Radiohead.
Mm.
Oh,
We're all very.
it's
we
a
were all
good song.
confused over
I
it.
mean,
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Olivia.
I don't know.
Okay. Jai.
not even the normal thing. Okay, wow.
My
I
wrist
can't
is
tell
dead.
him to play Nine Souls because his wrists hurt.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Play it with your
Um,
penis.
Play
Oh.
I
Phoenix
can't.
Wright. I don't know.
Jai, what's up?
I hope you can have your wrists feel better.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I would love for you to play the Outer Wilds at some point, but obviously that's not going to be happen until
I have played through most of it.
You played through most of it? Just
Yeah.
off stream?
No, it was on stream. They're just not edited. It's on the.
Oh.
There should be. I think. Yeah, most of it's
No,
on
the DLC I was talking about.
the DLC. I've played through a few hours of it. I wonder if that's published or not. It might still be sitting in the manager because I was thinking that I would finish it at some point. Let's see.
Yeah, that's just my
I will
tism,
say,
Adam. It's like my
Ace
favorite
Attorney
game.
would be like a good choice because it will not.
All you do is
do
just
that much
click
to your
one
wrists.
button.
It's
Yeah.
mostly a visual novel. You could literally play it with the foot controller with no problems.
What game?
Ace
Phoenix
Attorney.
Wright.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the first few parts of me playing the DLC on the playthrough or streams channel.
I'll look at it. Like I said, that's just my tism, so I
Sure.
but yeah, thank you for all the work you do. Thank you for inspiring me to now make my own shit and complain about movies
Very
because
nice.
I need to complain about Stitch and how fucking awful it is.
Thank you.
Yes.
Travis.
So I got two well kind of three-ish things, but two things. One I got last month as a birthday gift. I got this.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Rad.
I haven't built it yet, but
That's very epic.
Oh wow.
I plan on I was gonna try to build it on
Wait, can you show it again?
on one
It's a puzzle.
on
Oh,
live
nice. It's
stream,
fucking
but I'm
sick.
gonna be
it
honest, I don't think
is.
I don't think I would have enough time. I'm really slow at puzzles, and it seems like a really difficult puzzle. But I'll next month
My MS
have
If you-
suck.
I'll have a
If you
finished one.
struggle, making the puzzle, you can say, "Get me out of here!"
Get me out of here!
It'd be fun if inside it was just a horse.
That would be
When
When
really
you
funny.
actually tried to build
That
it.
would be hilarious.
Yeah. But the second thing was I wanted to ask you how was the Seattle International Film Festival, because
was good.
that's my film festival that I go to every year.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and-
enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I
Huh.
only got to go one day this year, but I got to see a couple of movies. But I saw your ratings on your IMDb.
What'd you see?
for a couple. But my friend was at the Good Boy screening
Oh.
that you were at. So
Did they say hi? Because somebody said hi.
no, they saw you, but they didn't go up to you.
Okay.
But I saw a couple of movies at TIFF that I wanted to recommend to you. One of them was called "Paying for It" from Suk-Yin Lee from Short Bus.
Yeah, that was on my radar.
Yeah, I got to see. I guess it was the U.S. premiere of it, and she was at the screening, and she also brought 5 soundtrack CDs that she was
Nice.
selling outside of the screening, and I was able to get one.
Very
And
nice.
I also 1 second. Yeah, I also she also was nice enough to take a photo with me.
Dope.
So
Very
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Is that
she
you and
really,
your is that you and your girlfriend or your mom? Well, I don't know
No,
who
that's
that was.
Suki and Lee.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention for a second. I'm so sorry. I
yeah,
hope I
that's
wasn't.
funny. Yeah, I thought I'd mention that because like I really love Short Bus. And I wouldn't have known about it without your recommendation. And yeah, I got to ask her a question about working with John Cameron Mitchell.
Nice.
And she was really, really nice and gave me a long answer
Oh,
about it.
great.
And
Yeah, I think he produced the Paying for It also.
yeah, yeah. He was apparently like very involved with the production of it. But one more movie I went to go see was The Balconettes, which was directed by the lead from Portrait of a Lady on Fire. I don't want to butcher her name. Which I like the movie. I feel like it got kind of a divisive reaction. But
Is
I
it something I
really,
would like?
I think you'd get something out of it. I don't
Okay.
think you I don't know if I don't think you'd like outright dislike it, but it's like it's very campy and
Should I add it to my watch list? Because I'm trying to not add everything.
I would say you could add it to your watch list, but like
Could.
if
It's not a...
if you're not feeling it out of 20 after like 20 or so minutes, then like one of those type of things, you know.
I'm gonna not add it to my watch list.
Fair
right now.
enough, fair enough. But the reason why I brought up that movie in particular was I won something at the screening.
Nice.
It's a pass to the Seattle International Film Festival Hump Fest,
Nice.
which is an erotic short film festival, and
Yeah.
I had no intention of winning it, but I happened to arrive late with my friends to the screening. And I had to sit near the front, and they were asking Q&A and a Q&A question, and they were asking it was like something have to have the answer for the question was Gregoraki. And so it was like who's I don't remember the question exactly, but
Who
I
does
just
gay movies?
well, it was like who is a part of the new queer cinema movement 2010, and I was like the fourth person who raised their hand because it was just a bunch of people getting it wrong, and I just said Gregoraki, and I was like, oh, that's correct.
Nice, nice.
So that was cool. That was fun. I don't think I'm gonna go to this because I don't know if I want to go to a erotic film festival, but it's fun that I got it. I don't know if I should open it or not, but
could be fun.
Yeah, it could be fun, but it's cool. Yeah, I
Cool.
just feel like I talk about my experience with the festival.
Of course. Thank you
But
so much.
yeah, I hope I can go to it next year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll probably be back for SIF. We'll see. Unless I do Con. It's crazy that those are at the same time.
Yeah, it's funny because the Balconettes premiered at Cannes literally a year.
Yeah.
Exactly a year.
Same with Suleiman's story.
Yeah.
I saw you saw that film Spermageddon, that animated film about
Only a 5.
I got the trailer to that before Balconettes. It was crazy.
All right. Joe, any final questions, comments?
Yeah, I
Killed it, baby.
probably got one or a few. What is unironically, what is currently your favorite new metal bands that you would still listen to, or even ironically if you want to?
I'm so bad at defining genres. Is Linkin Park considered new metal at all?
Yeah, especially early Linkin Park, like Hybrid
Okay,
Theory
yeah,
and
then Linkin
Meteora.
Park.
Yeah,
What about
Meteora.
Is Billy Talent any kind of new metal?
Billy Talent? I don't think I've heard of Billy
It's
Talent.
because they're Canadian and it didn't escape the border, but they're really good. Their first two
okay.
albums are.
What about early?
Yeah, listen to Billy Talent 1 and 2, the albums.
Ooh. I'll put that on my wish list.
Billy Talent is punk? Okay.
Oh, is it?
Is it really though? I don't know.
I
mean,
I don't know how to
I'm
define
done.
these things.
yeah, it's very hard to. I mean, labeling is like kind of like pointless when you really think about it.
It's not pointless. It's just I never think about that with
Mm,
music.
yeah. Also, I just got this like a month or so ago, but I might as well use it to as a sort of like recommendation. I got this from Makeshift.
Mm-hmm.
It is a character from an animated series called Monkey Wrench by Animated Zero. If anyone remembers Zero, they did that animation with like heavy singing that Pinkie Pie song. But it's
Who?
like Zero, Z-U-E, or I think it's like Zeurel. They're like a really
Oh.
good really good animator. They did like the animation of like Saturday Not Included as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done a few animation for oh crap, I don't even remember what this YouTuber's name is. He's kind of like plays game streams and he gets like a few animations and Zero is
Oni?
one of them. But yeah. Yeah, go check them out. Check out Monkey Wrench.
Okay,
Really
thank
good
you.
indie animation. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
Brady?
Yeah, I have something that's been on my mind for a bit, but I just want to, before I ask this, there's no judgment baked into this question.
Sure.
But would you say are you still friends slash acquainted with Destiny in any way?
Things are, I guess, on pause in kind of like a professional way. I haven't really
Yeah.
talked to him since.
Yeah.
That's understood.
It's I don't really know what the hell's going on, and so I would like to just wait and see because there's like a court thing.
Yeah.
Like at the very least, I would like to see how that plays out before jumping into anything at this
fair.
point. So,
Yeah.
I think that's fair, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that is
Totally fair.
absolutely.
Who's this with? Sorry, Adam.
Destiny.
It's Destiny.
Oh, Destiny. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, but with the revenge, the pixie stuff that's been
There's a lot,
a
yeah.
thing in the last few months.
Yeah, I still really like his community. I like
Mm.
his community a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it would be stupid for me to do any collabs or anything for the time
for
being.
a substantial amount of time with all this going on.
And like, I don't know, because like I'm like, again, I don't really know exactly all of the details about that. Like, I would like to just wait for whatever legal things are happening and see what is determined through that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, existing in the furry community, like, consent is a really, really big deal to me. So I just kind of like, it would be weird to compromise on that in a way. But yeah, we'll see what the court things look like. Thank you.
Yeah, sure thing.
Radek or Radek, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to.
Questions? No. Connecting first time with you. It was cool
welcome.
to listening to you guys. I mean,
Thanks
I
for
didn't
joining.
even connect it for the first time, but first time just
Very cool.
hanged around.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was first time, but I've been enjoying your stuff for years.
Oh,
and
thank you
can't
so much.
wait for any
Awesome.
pretty much other new rant you'll produce. And I'm also cringing about being Star Wars guy, Star Wars child.
Hell yeah.
But also in love with Lord of the Rings.
Mhm.
I love that Peter Jackson really liked it. So it
I love Lord of the
with
Rings.
all of
I
this-
like it a lot.
Yeah.
Lord of the
Like I
Rings
said,
was cool.
every kid who grew up in the 2000s either had Harry Potter, Star Wars, or Lord of the Rings, or all of them. So there's no way you can go with at least one of those franchises. Like, I was a Star Wars kid. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not into Star Wars anymore. And then kind of had a passing knowledge of Lord of the Rings, but not much. And then I never
Mhm.
cared for Harry Potter, so that's my childhood probably.
All right. Anything else? Radek or Radek? I'm not sure. how
I
to
love your
pronounce
tracksuit. I love your
No,
tracksuit,
thanks.
Radek.
So see you again.
it. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Hewlett.
Oh, yeah. I guess the last thing. Do you still speak to Paige at all?
Yes.
Or- oh yeah, cool.
Good talk.
Nice.
What? Sorry.
I don't even know who that is. Am I crazy?
Oh no, Super.
just-
Paige is Twitch streamer who does anyone know who the Super Best Friends are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ring any bell? Yeah.
Wait.
And Paige is the girlfriend of one of the more important members Pat stares at, who
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh, Peach.
Saliva, yeah, or Paige or whatever, yeah, and she's Pat's wife, basically.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah, she's great.
Been on like Baldur's Gate stream.
Yeah.
I got to continue
seemed-
that at some point.
She seemed cool.
Great
The
game.
streams I
Yeah, she
saw
is.
of her.
Yeah, she
Cool.
streams sometimes, and she streams mainly with Pat, and Pat streams almost nearly continuously, so it's hard to keep track.
Yeah. I'll probably see her sometime soon.
Oh, lucky. Okay, something a bit more familiar. Oh god damn. Have you seen any good anime at all recently, or have you just fallen out of interest with anime?
What's it called? The Amazon
Look back.
Look Back.
Look
thank
back.
you.
Yeah, that was great. I love that
That's
a lot.
great. Yeah, I really like that movie.
Look
Yeah,
back.
Look Back was great.
I enjoyed the little bit of a Delicious Dungeon on Netflix from the little I did see of that. It was a cute. Well, I didn't see much. I know it's supposed to get like much darker as it goes along, but the few episodes I watched, I kind of enjoyed for what it was. It was
Mhm.
basically Dungeons and Dragons, but it had a lot of food theming and stuff.
Yeah.
This is
Look Back was
probably not-
awesome. Or sorry,
this is-
yeah.
Sorry.
I guess that's. Oh yeah. I forget. Oh, yeah. You weren't a big fan of I Saw the TV Glow as much as everyone else was. A lot of people thought it was like fantastic.
Correct.
Yeah. What did you give it in the end? I think you gave it like a 6, maybe a 7.
I think
or
I
something.
gave it
think
like
you
a
gave it a
4. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like a 4 out of 10.
I mean, like I liked their previous film had a lot of potential. There's some things that it did better than We're All Going to the World's Fair. Like it was way better shot. But Justice Smith's acting is really bad.
Exactly. I was
And
gonna
they're
say.
the star of the film. They're in the whole thing. They're most of the film is bad acting, and I can't deal with it.
And
so.
they look at the camera like a lot. and
So
it's
many times.
really
I
that was my biggest issue.
Yeah, I'd like to see what Jane Shobran does next. But
They're doing that like slasher comedy film next, like Teenage Death Camp. I forget the
Sure.
name of it though.
Miasma.
yeah, like I'll keep up with their work for sure.
It got acquired by Mubi apparently, so now they're gonna
Nice.
have another.
Nice.
That's
film on
awesome.
them, so that's
I
cool.
saw that a few days ago. That's really great.
It'd be great if movie
Oh,
becomes a new
Very last
A24.
thing. Are you a fan of any YouTube poops at all? Have you ever seen any that
YouTube poops.
Yes.
I'm a fan of Sugar Posting 3.
Posting 3.
I think it's the third one. Let's see.
I watch Very Patal Bart once in a while. His are all like political.
Yeah.
I used to watch like a few like King of the Hill
YouTube.
YouTube poops. They
Is
were
it part
great.
I've
four
seen
or
a
part
couple
three? Which
of
one's the
shared
good one?
palaces.
Yeah. Would you believe it?
Yeah.
There's also forums dedicated towards YouTube poops.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
okay. I think
Yeah.
it is
Great.
Sugar
Yeah, I
Posting
believe you.
3.
It's like
I'll post it in the chat.
it's like an ancient time in the history of YouTube.
That was my childhood. Was watching YouTube poops.
No, they're still going to this day. There's like an entire
I
forum.
watched
Yeah,
a lot
great.
of
Yeah,
CJ Zelda
YouTube poops
stuff.
haven't died.
Yeah.
Back,
Yellow
They're
Teal
just
Club.
not
Yeah.
dominant anymore.
back when if it was ever back when I think it was considered like edgy content.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think Megalopolis felt like a YouTube poop in of itself.
it did. It did.
Yeah. and I,
One that never ends.
Yeah, I'd imagine
I was part of a
I'd
Discord
imagine
dedicated
it
to
was.
part of a YouTube poop did Megalopolis collab, and some of the entries were actually fantastic because it worked so well for the medium.
There's
Mhm.
like nowhere to watch that movie now. It's like not streaming
Well,
it.
I have
or
the
Oh,
whatever.
you know what's
Yeah,
funny?
yeah,
There's
like, it's
yeah,
like
there's an
Flag.
article about it, and Coppola is literally saying like people are still watching in theaters,
yeah. I don't want
which
to
is
see them out
like
of
What
theater.
theater?
which doesn't make any sense and probably isn't true.
I might be still watching Rampart though.
Yeah,
Nobody was
got-
ever watching it in theater.
I got Mega on 4K.
yeah, it didn't even
Literally
make money.
flopped.
I'm happy with the
It
purchase.
literally fucking flopped.
Didn't? Oh wow, it's not even. Does it not have a DVD release?
No,
Yeah,
No, it
it has
doesn't
a
have
four, it
DVD
has a
or streaming.
4K in
Uh-oh.
Italian. It has an Italian 4K which I own.
oh,
That's
it exists.
Yeah,
What
and
even
it
happened?
costed.
Okay,
I don't want to say how much money I spent for it,
It's
but
Say
what,
it,
like
say it.
150
I have to
bucks?
say,
it was
if
like
according
70.
Okay,
Oh,
if
wow.
70
according to
for it.
Francis,
Well, it was like 45, but it was like shipping was a lot.
if according to Francis, the movie is still playing, what theater is playing the movie?
probably like just some random indie theaters.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's probably
Like,
getting
that's
like,
like-
he's probably
every,
doing like one screening every couple weeks and
He's
selling
Yeah,
out like
I
a
would
quarter of the
argue-
theater or something.
I would argue they are
showing
like.
it. He's
I'd
showing
argue
it.
that they were. I would argue that the theaters that would be playing the movie are still like playing Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
He's
Yeah,
showing
probably,
it
yeah.
at film festivals prior mainly.
Still?
Yeah,
What, still?
Okay.
he's submitting it. He's submitting them to film festivals like practically people haven't like heard of.
Okay. He should
that's funny.
submit it to like Con again just for no reason.
For shits
He's
and
gonna
giggles.
There's gonna be a Hearts of Darkness style documentary called Megadoc coming
Mega
out.
Dog.
Oh, God.
That's funny.
That
It's
sounds
hilarious.
fun. I'd
That's
watch
a really
that.
funny name.
It's on the making of Megalopolis, and it's gonna be feature length.
Okay.
Most of it's
I'd
going
watch
to be
that.
about the
I'll watch
women
it,
he was kissing
definitely.
on set.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's a fascinating film to dissect, and
Kind of, yeah.
I think I don't know.
It's
There's a lot
such a
to say about it.
such a strange thing that it exists. But
I love it, but I think everyone's opinion about it is correct. I think Adam, your opinion on it is correct, and I think like my opinion on it is correct,
Mhm.
and we gave it polar opposite ratings personally.
It's Schrodinger's movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
All right, Bennett, do you have any questions or comments before?
I was just wondering. I know you lived in Atlanta for a long time, and that's where I live.
Unofficially, but yes.
I was just curious what you thought. What would you rate Atlanta?
I like Atlanta. I kind of miss it. I would have moved there if the relationship worked out, but yeah, it's gayer than you'd think.
You should check out the show
Oh, yeah.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I should check out the
You
show.
should also
Atlanta.
check out the show.
Yeah, it's a fun place with good food and good culture, and
Did you see a
got to
Braves game?
see. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Cool.
did.
Hmm.
And yeah, you get to see whatever movie you want. Like the film selection in theaters is
Oh,
not
that's good.
lacking in any way.
That's pretty
I
cool.
checked out the film festival; it was pretty good. They've got a fucking movie rental store still.
Oh yeah, Videodrome.
Yeah, they follow me on Twitter.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Badass.
And yeah, I like it. Yeah, there's things I miss about it for sure.
Right
Would
on.
you ever go back? Like as a tourist or
I was
visitor?
there a couple weeks ago for a furry convention, but I wasn't really doing anything outside the convention. So
Okay.
if I had like a good excuse to go back and visit, I would. But
All right.
Right on. Thanks.
yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much. BC, final questions and comments.
I have three of them. None of them are super long, but I'll go with the two of them are TIFF related, and one of them is just watch along related. I'll go with the watch along first. What time are you doing the Fantastic Four watch along? Because that got a Sardonicast recommendation for all of the movies.
Well, I'm going to be doing the actor today,
Okay.
and then if after the actor I have energy, then I guess I'll just go right into the fucking 94 one. And then if I have energy, maybe I'll do another one. If not, I'll do them tomorrow whenever I wake up, probably sometime in the afternoon or something. I'm assuming I might be doing it with Torkin, so I might be waiting until they wake up. So I don't have it like an exact time, but I'm going to be trying to do those over the course of today and tomorrow. Is what
so it'll be a combination of today and tomorrow. All right, that makes sense.
That's the goal, yeah.
Well, I have a graduation party to attend to tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll make it, but I'll see what I can do. Maybe it'll happen like afterwards or something. I might not stay at that party that long, honestly, but we'll see what happens.
Right now.
See you, Olivia.
Cool.
Hi, Olivia.
Hi.
See you, BC. Right now.
And then I'm not leaving. Olivia was.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Anything else, BC?
Yeah, I got two other things. Both TIFF related. Since I mentioned earlier that I'm going to TIFF this year with my brother, and
Nice.
I guess I wanted to ask, like, how does so this is my first ever film festival. Like, do they have like previews in front of film festival screenings, or do they? At least
for TIFF they do, like mostly the same before each screening, but sometimes with some variations of like ads for festival sponsors, and like little pre-show things that TIFF created. But no, generally not trailers at TIFF before the movie.
Well, that's good to know. Luckily I was able to get a hotel that's like 10-minute walk from TIFF, so we were.
Are you asking for like what time you would want to show up to the movie?
Yeah, kind of that way. Like,
don't think about it that way, because it's gonna say officially like you should be at the movie 30 minutes before the listed showtime, because that's when they let the line in. And if you're there late, they're going to give away your ticket to someone in the rush line, basically.
Okay.
So you don't want to push it.
Get there like 30 minutes early or something.
Aim to be there 30 minutes early and you'll be fine.
All right. Well, it's a 10-minute walk, but we can also do public transit. I don't know how that'll work. We'll see how it goes.
The public transit's not bad.
We'll see how it
goes. Although
the
festival area, most of like the road's going to be closed down during the time you're going to be there, I think.
Yeah, because we're not taking a plane. We're saving money because my brother we're not far from the border, so we're gonna take a car there. My brother's gonna drive pretty much, and hopefully we can find a good parking spot. We'll see how it goes and stuff like that. But
there's like lots of like restaurants and stuff in the area too, so you could always like plan out like be in the area a little early, grab a bite, and then you're like basically at the movie.
If there was anything you do while you're waiting, so I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I guess just do stuff while I'm waiting.
Like, here's a festival hack that nobody does, and I look like a weirdo doing it all the time, but it's a good idea. You can buy like a cheap tripod stool on Amazon that is collapsible. It just folds out, and you just if you're ever like killing time somewhere, you can just sit on it.
Okay, that's maybe I'll do something like that.
Yeah,
I guess I've got most of it planned. It's just the parking stuff I'm worried about, but we'll see how it goes there. And then I guess the second thing.
Sorry, did you say it's a 10-minute walk from the festival or a 10-minute drive from the festival?
A 10-minute walk from the festival, because we're at the hotel we chose was the Union Hotel because it said 10-minute walk on the website that we get booked it on. So
can you walk all right?
Yeah, mostly. I mentioned earlier late last year I had a toe infection kind of stuff, but it's mostly healed, thankfully, so I can walk normally again.
Yeah, a 10-minute walk's not bad at all for like proximity for a festival.
Yeah, it's just like we are going up to Canada via car, so that's why, because we're not doing a plane because we're really close to the border from.
Does the hotel not have parking?
They say I forget what it said, but I think they said there's like offsite parking and it's not far. But you said that like some of the roads are going to be closed during the festival, so I'm a little worried about that. But I'll figure it out.
The roads, I mean, like you'll be able to find some sort of parking situation for the hotel for sure.
All right.
Like if you get there and just ask the front desk where should I park, they'll give you ideas.
All right, I'll do that, or maybe I'll call them and I'll ask them. Or something.
Call ahead of time if you want.
Honestly. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do. And then the very last question I'm going to have also regarding to more about Toronto. What are some good restaurants to go while I'm up there? Because we're probably going to eat out a lot while we're up there.
Let's see. I've got some stuff on my list. I'm just going to check on my phone real quick. In Toronto. Oh, so there's a few things that like are not within walking distance of the festival that you're gonna want to like take an Uber to, but are like very worth it in my opinion.
Hmm.
So in the gay district, there's a place called Stormcrow Manor, which is like a nerd bar restaurant thing, and like get in there no matter where they seat you, just ask the server like, hey, can I walk around, because they're just walking around the place like looking at all the weird stuff that they have.
Like
There
what
is
kind
really
of nerd
interesting.
stuff? Like is it like video game stuff or is it like music stuff? What kind of stuff, nerd stuff
Like
is
video
it?
game and movie stuff and like
Ah,
Dungeons and Dragons and
oh, that's
I
cool.
think I think you can literally like they have board games you can just like play while you're there too.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and they have really good food. Their drinks are a little sugary for me, but they have a fun like D20 shot where you roll the D20 and then you have to take a shot of whichever one you get.
Oh, I've heard of that bar.
huh.
And
Oh,
then close by to there is a place called Craig's Cookies, which is delicious, but I guess you can't because you're diabetic, unless they have some sort
I
of.
could do like one cookie in like a week,
Or
and
like,
I
yeah, split one with somebody.
yeah, if I could split one, if they're like really big, I could split one, I'll be fine. But I can't eat like cookies that much really.
Mhm.
So
And then also in the same area north of Brooklyn Pizzeria, although there's a few different locations, you could always get that like delivered to your hotel if you wanted. But that's really, really good pizza north of Brooklyn,
well,
especially when it's fresh too.
well, I'll definitely keep that in consideration and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then let's see what else we got. I don't know if you do cocktails, but my favorite cocktail bar is in Toronto, and it's called.
As long as it's not super duper strong, like if it has like the best,
they'll make whatever you want.
Okay, well, we have this one drink that my uncle made for Thanksgiving called the Pilgrim, which is basically beer and then also some ginger ale and pineapple juice, and it's mixed up in a really specific way, and it's really good. Like I really enjoyed that when I had it at Thanksgiving.
They
So
have no
that's
menu there, and you just tell them like what kind of thing you like, what kind of
thing I want.
flavors you want, and then they'll just make something. It's great.
I know the movie theater I go to a lot has like Coke and rum as a thing you can buy, so maybe I'll try that next time I go there. I don't know.
And let's see what else is on my favorites list here. Oh, the Rivoli is in Toronto. Go to the Rivoli. They have good food there.
All right, sure.
Yeah, you've seen Nirvana the Band, the show, right?
Yes, I've seen most of the episodes. I'm hoping that it plays at TIFF. I'm really hoping the movie plays at TIFF because I would love to see it in that audience.
I believe it will, without any official reason for believing so.
Okay, because I know Neon got the North American rights to it, so it's going to be distributed by them eventually. I was predicting Splitsville, the new film from the Climb directors, was going to play at TIFF, but that's coming out in August apparently, so that'll be interesting how it goes. And I know the new Darren Aronofsky is also coming out in August, so that's coming out literally a week before TIFF, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then Loose Moose is a pretty dependable burger bar place. And then like if you just get there and then search food on Google Maps and then sort by top rated, you'll find like just a bunch of stuff. There's a million things that you could do. But yeah, go to the Rivoli.
I'll make sure to go to Rivoli, assuming we have enough time to do so.
And go to Stormcrow Manor if you have time.
Sure, I'll go both of those if I have time, and also
you'll have to catch an Uber, but you know.
I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how. I'm not staying there the whole time. I'm going from September 7th to September 11th. Then that's the plan.
Yeah, if the movie schedule works out or whatever, then
yeah, I know that you're supposed to buy like ticket packages or something like that to get access to certain movies and stuff. And I talked about. I guess just one more very very quick question.
Sure, yeah.
Since I'm bringing my brother with me, like if I buy, can I buy like I got a membership, but he doesn't.
With each membership, you can assign up to 4 tickets per screening.
Okay,
so you can just buy them 2 at a time. When you do your ticket purchasing, because there's going to be a lot of people trying to do it at once, especially with the basic membership tier. There'll be a countdown timer for your cart. And and it's going to be really stressful depending on how many tickets you're trying to buy, especially. So I'm doing the whole festival, and so like, you know, trying to fill up my cart before the timer runs out or whatever. It's important to note that you can check out with the tickets that you have before like the timer's out, and then go back and do more. So like checking out isn't like, oh, then you can't do anymore. You can still go back and do more. I would say just for like your own mental safety, check if when the timer's halfway out, just try to check out, cuz there's been countless times where like it'll just have some weird dumb bug and you have to like refresh and it'll be like, oh, it didn't work because everybody's trying to access it at once, right? So it's
Yeah,
a
I
gong show
imagine it.
every year. So I would say don't, you know, get the most important or highest buzz ones that you think are going to sell out soon.
There are some
Get
I'm
those in
already
your
expect.
get
Oh,
those in your
no.
cart first, and then try to check out when the timer's halfway done rather than waiting until the end, because you might have to like you might be like stuck on a page for like 5 minutes anyway.
How
So you
long is
want
the
to,
timer usually on
I
these
think it's like
tickets?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. It was 30 minutes when I did the membership, so that explains a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm expecting a couple of big ones to be there. I'm expecting the new Knives Out sequel,
Yeah,
Wake
probably.
Up Dead Man's probably going to be there. My family loves the Knives Out film, so I'm really going to try and get that one. I'm hoping that the new Yorgos Bogdani is going to be there, but we don't know.
Nice.
And there's a
cool.
lot that I'm pretty sure Sentimental Value on Alpha
Yeah.
will probably be there. I'll for sure see those, even though I heard Alpha was mixed, but we'll see how it goes, and I'll just see what I can get. If I can't get everything, I'm not going to be upset. I'll just wait for them to come out wide release, you know?
Yeah, and also like there's tons of movies to watch at TIFF.
I'm going to do like one of those 10 ticket package things and maybe see how I get from there. Well,
Do they have the 10 ticket packages where you can assign any ticket, or is it like they assign it for you? Because last year they did like if you wanted a package,
I read somewhere on
they did the
Reddit that
selection.
I was on the TIFF Reddit that they said they might do it, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what's going on really, but this is my first festival. I'm just trying to prepare for all opportunities and stuff. So that's how I'm trying.
So like as it is right now, let's see. Because I don't think that they have the ticket pack. Yeah, so we don't even have like ticket packages listed on the TIFF website right now. So yeah, let's see. Curated ticket package. Okay, it says curated. So I think that's what they're doing from now on. So if you get a
Okay.
ticket package, they decide for you. And from what I understand last year, it was like, why would you do that sort of
It's
thing?
like why? Because like none of the movies were that interesting or something.
I don't know. Like maybe check on Reddit and see what they were last year.
All right, I'll see.
Because
what there is.
also if you do that, I don't even know if it would let you decide like what dates or not.
Yeah, maybe I won't do that just because I'm not doing the entire festival. I'm literally only going for like 5 days, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right, and that's all I have.
Yeah, I would do membership, individual
Membership.
tickets, and then just like plan out your schedule, and then just make sure you have a bunch of backups in case the ones that you are trying to get are off sale.
Yeah, I'll do I'll just I know the schedule comes out August 12th, and then the tickets for my membership, because I got the individual one, was August 20th, because I know you could pay more, but I gotta like watch out with what I'm spending, so I went with just an individual membership. And it was luckily pretty cheap for what it was. Because I got a discount code with it.
Do you have my DMs?
On Twitter, I don't use Twitter anymore, but I can still
on like Discord.
Yeah, I can access it. I use Discord more often.
Okay, yeah, send me a DM on Discord and closer to when the schedule's out.
All right, I'll let you know when the schedule's going to come out. On August 12th. I'll just DM you it when that happens. That way you can plan as much as I am, because I pay attention to this stuff a lot, so that'll help.
Yeah, I'll be paying attention to when the schedule's out, but DM me anyway, because we might be able to coordinate in terms of like ticket purchasing or something.
We can coordinate for sure. We'll see how it goes and stuff. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But this will be it'll be a fun experience regardless, because this is I've been wanting to go to TIFF ever since she's been talking about it for a while, and now that I'm finally have free time with no longer being in college, I can do it.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna end this.
Yes, I'm
Thank you so
sorry.
much.
I'm
No,
so
it's
sorry for
fine.
being so long. It
no,
was a fun conversation.
I contributed to that also.
Yeah, it's fine, but it was fun. Thank you. I'll see you later for the actor in Fantastic Four Washington.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a little break and then set up for that. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.
Thank you for having